Welcome to D&D. Welcome to Anvil of the South, episode 33. Oh, that bumped the camera. Okay.
So nervous.
You stare in awe. The queen blowing away in the wind created by the flurry of fire and the energy that existed mere moments ago. You see Titus Mirkwood standing amidst the rage and war blossoming all around, not 180 feet from where you stand at the edge of the throne room. What used to be 70 more feet of stone, now molten rock dripping into whatever rests below and silhouetted by the gargantuan 30-mile-high tree of Theodosia, now on fire. You see flames the size of skyscrapers licking at the ocean-deep ridges and the gargantuan scorch marks created by the lightning. You see titanic plumes of smoke rising into the miles of Theodosia's canopy, shrouding its upper half and permeating through its leaves. The entire space is bathed in the light of the flames, a deep orange, the sun rapidly disappearing behind the smoke that billows from the fires consuming the Tree of Life. And as you all stare at Titus amidst the chaos, unable to tear your gaze away from his smiling visage, flecks of embers begin to fall like rain with ash. You look then to the Archdruid, now a blue dragon, and as the tree burns, they appear to slow, the warriors of chaos barraging him with their lightning as he appears to scream out towards the tree in pain, seemingly unable to fight any longer. You see the final bolt of red lightning emanate from a sigil of Balanzar held by a now barely alive skeletal woman. A husk consumed by the power of the Titan of Chaos collides with the side of the blue dragon, forcing the Archdruid out of his draconic form and into his elven one, falling limply onto the stone as he weeps. You look all around and see death. The warriors of chaos held together only by their rage and twisted magic. The elves fighting with fear and hatred in their eyes, their mithril armored, coated in blood and viscera. The hair matted with vomit and sweat. The air is sweet with the smell of bile and iron. And the wind is filled with a low and incredibly deep rumble. The sound of raging flames in the distance and accented with the sound of clashing metal all around you. Titus begins to walk towards you, flicking away the elves that assail him. As he does so, bouts of orange and red laced lightning springing from his fingertips as he does so. But as he approaches, you hear many more metal boots hitting stone emanating from behind you. Turning around, you see an entire regiment of Tel'Dorai rush through the now toppled door of the space, staring out in fear and rage. You see about 30 or so Tel'Dorai, stopping for a moment, bathed in the light of the deep red flame, and then begin to rush out towards the now skeletal mages in the periphery. As you see this, you begin to smell the scent of burnt ozone in the air, the rage in the room building even more so. Looking back at Titus, you see his hand raised. Scorched and shaking, you see his face morph into one of disdain and pure hatred, before unleashing another gargantuan bout of multiple strings of lightning ripping out from his palm. You watch as the arcs chaotically blast out towards the newly arrived Tel'Dorai. Stray arcs licking out in every direction, disintegrating the stone and then flicking up violently. Some coming to just by you, mere inches away. You feel the energy and the heat singe your skin. The energy blinds you and cuts the entire room in half. Looking back at Titus, you get glimpses of his face, filled with hate, yes, but also with something else. And as you look at him, you see figures behind him. Two gripping his shoulders, filling the entire space behind him, and filling out into the open air. Ethereal figures of light red, all human, stretching out for miles. Thousands and thousands of figures gripping onto one another's shoulders until the last two, a man and a woman around the same age as Titus, grip his large shoulders as he screams out in pain and hate, sweat covering his brow and a few tears falling from his eyes before evaporating in an instant. The sound of stone and lightning erupting stops, yet the smell of burnt flesh and ozone filling the air remains. The lightning fades, and the room is once more bathed in the fires consuming Terradocia, though the fires burn even brighter now. The entire trunk consumed in flame at this point, as well as many of the inner branches and leaves. Looking back at where the Tel'Dorai and the mages once stood, there is nothing but a half circle where the stone once was and lava at its edges, glowing a bright red and emanating a strong heat mirage that warps the sprawling forest just beyond. You see the blue sky over the sprouts of Terradocia begin to be consumed by the encroaching cover of smoke, and the fields of Corphean shrouded by it as well, just beyond the tower and the city you assume is below the keep. No one, warriors of chaos or otherwise, remain. Just molten rocks stretching out from Titus. The rug that once existed, now nothing but ash, and not even the bones of those that were just standing there can be seen. But even still, the war rages all around you, entrapped and enthralled by the powers of chaos. You look back now at Titus, who looks only slightly diminished. Tired, almost, though still determined and filled with the strength of 1,000. He begins to walk towards you, wiping his chin and adjusting his right shoulder. What are you guys doing? You have a few moments before he reaches you.
Does that mean that the entire way out the door that he came in is
obliterated?
There's no way to go through.
Is that what you want to do? You want to make a perception check?
That's I want to look around.
Yeah, that's
Make a perception check.
Yeah.
Is the Archdruid still alive?
If you want to look towards the Archdruid, you
Yes,
certainly can make a
please.
perception check.
I would like.
Is it daylight?
You don't know at this point, but it was just daylight before.
Do we
For
have
like a
disadvantage?
perception check.
No, actually, because the ash and smoke is now covering the
Okay,
sun.
cool. Just want to make sure. I will also be looking for the Archdruid.
Sure, go ahead. So what are you looking for? A way out?
I have to choose one thing?
Yes. You're specifically looking for something. Because at this point, there's so much going around you
A way
that...
out. Yeah, a way out.
Way out.
Way out.
Way out? Okay, and you're looking at the Archdruid. Okay. You see the Archdruid, bodies of elves and humans strewn all about him and all around. Those that fought against him far too weak to continue, and the spirit of the Archdruid looks too broken to fight. And though he looks towards Titus now as he walks towards you, a look of incredible sorrow flows over his face, and tears stream from his eyes. Rage does look to brew, but you wonder how much of that is induced by Balanzar, whereas the sorrow is palpable.
Is there any way for me to draw? I just want to look at him, and I just need to know if he can see me just for a second.
He's looking directly at Titus. He doesn't seem to even be.
Then I'm just
acknowledging
going.
your
Then
existence.
I'm just gonna shout, "Run!"
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. So you run through the chaos, but he still just looks at Titus.
God damn it!
You two, with 21 and a 22, correct? You see nothing.
Not even jumping off the edge.
You could certainly try to jump off the edge, but that is the only
That is
exit you
the
see.
only way.
That you see right now
You don't
from
have
where
Misty
you are.
Step anymore.
Could I try to look for the?
You already rolled a what? 11?
I already had.
11?
You looked
You're
at
looking at the
Vidar.
Archdruid. You see exactly what she saw.
Okay. I was gonna look for
Chance.
Vidar.
Yo.
Vidar? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Vidar, he is, you see
Gonzo?
him, no, you see him about 30 feet to the right, smoking. The scarred woman, very rapidly trying to mend his wounds.
Oh,
Is that
so
the
he
woman with the
doesn't-
big sword?
Yes, the woman with the scar on her face looks to be dressed in the same regalia as Phalist.
I want to go there.
You want to go towards that? Okay.
Do I also notice Osiris looking for
Make a dexterity saving throw.
what I'm looking for?
No, you wouldn't.
No,
You wouldn't
okay.
see that.
Okay, all right.
So what are you guys doing?
Wait,
That is what you see.
To get to the edge, do I have to run
180
past
feet.
Titus?
Yes. Or you can run about 70 feet back to jump off that edge that he just
edge?
created. You're looking at 70 feet or 180 past Titus.
Right.
What are you guys doing? I need to know now.
No, I'm running back.
You're running back. Make a dexterity saving throw. What are you?
Saving throw?
Yes.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm just gonna stay there.
Okay, you're gonna
and
stay there.
Sheath my sword.
Okay, what are you doing?
Oh, I don't
I'm
have a
staying
sheath.
there.
You're staying there.
But I'm keeping my sword.
13? Okay.
I got
9.
nothing.
9? Okay. You both watch as Titus, where are you going? Whips out lightning. You
But-
both feel it click on you, and he whips the lightning back and grabs both of you by the neck.
You do?
Oh, that's cool.
You are both now grappled by Titus Mirkwood,
Yikes!
gripped
Oh god.
by the neck. Dagger Morris. Well, it's fancy seeing you here. It's almost as if I fucking asked you to be here. And he throws you at their feet. Who the fuck are you?
No one.
No one? Don't look like it. He throws you at their knees. Well. It's been a while since I saw some of you, and I've only heard about you.
Good things, I hope.
The hero of Pretalor. I heard you did good things for humanity. And then I heard you stole a shard and gave it to Glaucon. That was sort of a strike against you, wasn't it? Dagger Morris. The author of all my pain. And Vivian. How have you been? With Dagger Morris. Such a dynamic duo you two are. Only good things arrive when you two are together. You're not the same gunslinger. You're a different one. I heard he was a cat. And I heard he's still with Humanity's Call.
Yeah, I always thought it was a cat too.
Well. As much as I like to get caught up with you, I'm really just here to show you something. I showed you one thing, yes? But let's, please, follow me, shall we? All right. And he begins leading you into the now somewhat cooled molten destruction left by Titus Mirkwood. Once a waiting area, no doubt, to enter the Queen's court, and flanked on either side by a staircase that you both prior did not see, that leads into the keep, but now looks as if it descends into a basement. You look over the edge, seeing the castle upon which you reside. It looks to have a separate wall surrounding it, atop a large cliff just above the root of Terradosia. The wall is massive and made from the same wood and stone you all saw within the dungeon. Knots within the cobbled bricks and the same sinew-like texture of petrified wood. The rings all a different shade of brown as well. This looks like it could have been cut down yesterday. From the massive wall are large towers, at least 200 feet tall and at least 300 feet in diameter at the bases as they protrude out of the wall. Just barely seen in your vision from here are two large towers, slightly bigger than the towers that span from the keep's walls in diameter, and much taller, though they are not built from the keep. Rather, they look to be built off of whatever cliff this keep is built off of. All across the walls of the keep are roots, moss, and vines, and other flora that span up the sides of their many feet tall forms, accenting the very light matte brown of the wooden stone with deep green of the forest. The walls do not make a perfect circle around the keep itself, it seems. They appear actually to somewhat teardrop-esque shape, with no point at its end, and the rounded portion is a bit craggy and misshapen. Having to stay mostly on the cliff, though some of the towers and walls are built off of the cliff slightly, it seems, carving into the diorite stone of the cliff and replacing it with cobbled wooden stone of the walls. Within the keep builds out from the inner walls, leaving no empty space. More buildings and smaller spires protrude from the walls' confines, and the buildings adorn with a very gently sloped, multi-tiered gabled roofs that have various crystal windows carved underneath many of their eaves and floor growing atop their shingles and rims, the center of which is also slightly curved upward towards the ends like a canoe. All these buildings seem to crawl up from within the walls to the gargantuan tower that rests at the keep's somewhat center, the one that you all stand upon. And as you look down, you see what looks to be bark stretching up the tower you stand upon, the stone ebbing and flowing like the ridges of bark and flowing up the trees form. Though it looks to be made from the same diorite stone and a mix of the wooden stone you've seen, some of the bulged roots made of the wooden stone and other parts of diorite, making a beautiful sight and reminds you of a pairing of nature and magic. Past the large walls of the castles and towers that loom over it all is a large hill that is filled with empty space for about a half a mile, just trees and greenery, before shifting into an absolutely massive city, stretching for many miles to the south, southwest, and southeast, Tilliamondelitas. You see many buildings made of golden, slightly petrified wood and dioritic stone. The city clumping naturally in certain places, the buildings growing taller in these more clustered areas and becoming smaller in the more spread out areas. You see parks, tall statues, and courtyards. You see the same curved upward gabled roofs and the intricate shingles lining their interesting designs, some in very light sea blue, others in a white, and others still in the same color as the wood. You see some buildings built within spiraling trees, not carved into them, but built within their helix-like growth. You see towers, you see town squares, and you see streets lined with exquisitely crafted buildings similar to those you see within the keep. The view of the city is impeded greatly at times by large swaths of entirely green forest. Not ending though, just continuing with smaller buildings within the thicker portions of the forest. And in most others, you see a plethora of greenery squeezing out within the city. Tall trees intermingling and coexisting within the space. It's gorgeous. The city stretches out much further towards the west, towards the Gulf of Magic and the port of Tilliamondelitas. But it stretches for miles and miles south and southeast as well, fully encapsulated by the titanic forest that is the Sprouts of Terradocia.
Ain't this beautiful? Such a town of majesty. And look, paved roads.
What are you going to do to it?
Well, Siren, I was thinking that humanity will no longer be reduced to seeds to be buried as they die. No longer are we slaves to toil in the fields of our ancestors for those who have never seen the dirt they've reduced us to. A people who live for so long with no respect for the life others have been given, valuing time so little when so much is given, and decrying those who are forced to enjoy every second when they live for a millennia. You think I was just here for the Queen? You think all of them are part of it? You think all high elves haven't squashed humanity under their boot? You think it's just the Queen? What? So they can get another bitch on the fucking throne? Just rebuild what I did. Put out the fires of Terradocia. No. That's not gonna happen.
So, does that mean you want to destroy them all?
I don't just want it. That's what I'm about to do.
You watch as he raises his hand once more.
Yikes.
each of the muscles in his arm flexing underneath his curly black hair, sweat and grime. You begin to feel what can only be described as each and every emotion battling within your belly. Your eyes begin to feel as if cotton were wiping them down. And you clench your jaw with such a force you think your teeth may explode. Everything falls silent for a moment. Time slows as it does before. The battle still raging behind you all, but as you look, you hear none of the clashing of weapons, none of their screams. You only feel the heat emanating from your body, feeling the blood pumping in your veins so fast you feel as your eyes may bulge out at any second. And as ash and embers rain from the sky, Titus Mirkwood lets loose the rage of humanity upon Tiliamondilitas. Once again, you see the monumentally large cluster of lightning arch stretch out towards the city. You hear the keep crumble as the lightning flicks off of the main current, licking the stone walls of the tower and obliterating one of the towers stretching out from the wall. You hear, along with the deafening buzzing of lightning in your ears, the sounds of cries, screams, yaps of agony, and even that of laughter emanating from Titus's hand. You see his face, warped in sadness and twisted with hate, no doubt feeling all that you hear, experiencing all those before him, living their last moments, knowing their pain. Yes! You see his face. The lightning reaching the city, decimating all that it touches, leaving swaths of burning and somewhat glassed lands, creating massive explosions as it ignites the tree sap and pockets of oxygen held within the buildings below. The lightning begins to arc upwards, and you see Titus's face, determination now mixed with others, not remorse nor regret. He will not stop. What are you guys doing as you see him obliterating Tiliamondilitas?
God, you said there's 2 staircases on either side of us?
Fucking stop him, he'll kill us. What are we gonna do? Stop him.
What are you guys doing?
Okay, then I'm going to use a spell slot. I'm going to get another sorcery point, and then I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds twice on him.
So you're gonna try and stand up and you're gonna try and reach him. Okay. What are you doing?
I'm leaving. I'm gonna stay. I'm just gonna stay and watch.
I'm doing the same thing.
Okay, so you're staying and watching. What are you doing, Natsu?
I am.
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
I am in shock and I'm stunned and I'm not doing anything.
Okay. So, all of you roll initiative for me. Okay. So, Dagamaris, you stand and begin to charge towards Titus, feeling a heat so intense radiating from the stream of energy that your skin begins to bubble slightly. But you push forward towards Titus regardless, feeling the emotions bubble up inside of you progressively to the point where you think you may vomit and your vision blurs. However, as you reach out towards him, black and green energy sparking from your palm, you are blown back. A blast of energy explodes from Titus and causes you to fly about 60 feet on your back. You fall on the cold stone, and all of you look up to see red-tinted spectral figures of all kinds of humans. Hundreds of them, all in a dense crowd, and looking directly at all of you with a burning orange rage in their eyes. You see tall, short, skinny, fat, and in-between people. You see rich, poor, and kind-looking and vile people. All genders and all sexes, all human. Standing in between you and Titus Mirkwood. A woman with short hair, slicked down and parted, wearing a gaudy plume of what appears to be crow feathers across her shoulders, steps out in front of the group. Our will be done through Titus, the chosen to lead us out of this unending suffering and torment of our people, the needless death, the bountiful shame, and the shallow joy.
If you wish to harm Titus, you wish to harm humanity. Now get through us.
Okay, Dagamaris, it's your turn. You see this. What are you doing?
There's there's like a shit ton of them.
They seem to like morph and coalesce as if it's one being but many at the same time.
Is there a way to escape? There's a way out? No? The way back? You won't let me?
I'm gonna say you can use your action to make a perception check to see if you can see it.
Okay. I will do that.
You do see the entrance. However, as Nasu finds out as he's about to run, they appear to be blocking the nearest one, consuming the staircase. You would have to go around them to the other side.
I'm going to quicken, inflict wounds.
Okay, so you
I know it probably
reach
doesn't
out
do shit.
for one of them,
It's fine.
make an attack roll.
All right.
Dago sits there, looking around for a moment. You all see as he stands back up, reaches out towards the woman. Okay. It seems to do damage. Vivian, what are you doing?
I would like to run back to the area we were at previously.
Okay, so you run back. Again, you're about 70 feet away from where you were, and the Archdruid was about 50 feet away from that. So
That's fine.
You're looking at
That's just
120
where I'm
feet. Okay, so you're running that way. Okay, sounds good.
I'm
It is
taking a dash
now.
action.
It is now their turn.
Yikes.
Why'd I roll so low?
Okay.
Like, fuck all of you.
So as you stare at them and you feel the chaotic emotions of Balanzar, they all stare at you deep within your soul, and only you see this. Their eyes burn brightly, and you feel something burning within you, a specific emotion, and I need you to make a no save. This automatically happens. You feel the shock and surprise of humanity as a monolith. You feel its concentrated form as they induce the miasma of emotions upon you. You are now granted the use of 2 actions per turn for 2 turns.
Holy shit.
You will be stunned at the end of your second turn.
Oh.
Oh.
But you feel the adrenaline and the
Fighter
shock.
pal?
They also look at you, another human, seeing you with them. You sit there, you see the fire burn an iridescent teal color, rimmed with a dark blue. And as you sit there, you feel the sadness of humanity coalesced into one. I need you to make a wisdom save.
I'm gonna use my flash of genius.
Okay.
I suck. 12.
Okay. So, you take. You take 19 points of psychic damage
Shit.
and are stunned until the end of your next turn.
Shit.
As you sit there, you see Osiren fall to his knees and begin to weep in his hands. Osiren, it is your turn. You spend the turn feeling the sorrow of humanity. At the end, you come to. That is your turn. Nasu, it is now your turn.
How far away is Osiren from me?
Again, 10 feet.
10 feet? Okay. Do I see him,
You do?
like, drop to his knees?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I would like to move back around to the left. Am I able to take an action to attempt to take Osiren with me?
You'd have to make an athletics check to see if you can carry him.
Okay. I want to do that as my
Okay.
action. Okay, 7.
7? Yeah, so you're dragging him, but your speed, I'm going to say, is quartered.
Okay, all right. So then I get however far.
Yeah, we'll say it's a quarter of 30 feet. Is
It's
that
like
like
8
7 feet or something
Yeah,
like
like
that?
7.5.
Yeah, we'll say you get, we'll round up then, 10 feet.
Okay, cool.
So we'll say a third then,
Third.
just to be easy.
Okay.
Okay, so you try and pull them away as all of them look stoic, to you at least. To you, they all appear crying. Dagamaris.
Inflict wounds again at the first level.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
reach out to one of them.
So then that's 21 points of damage.
Wow, big damage.
And then second action, I'm going to use I'm right up next to them, so firebolt would be at disadvantage.
No, because you can cast it anywhere into this crowd.
Okay, then I will firebolt.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
And that is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
That is going to be 11 points of damage.
11. Okay.
And then, yeah, that will be
Your
that
turn? All right, so you... And as you touch the woman, her form shifts into that of a child, and you grip the child's face. You peel it off, and you see the skeletal form, her skin flaking onto your necromantic hand. You fire into the crowd, hits a portly man, all of them still just staring back at you. Vivian, it is your turn. You run back into the space, still. Okay, so you're just dashing? Okay, so you make it almost to... What? No, you would have made it to the Archdruid at this point. You run, he's still...
Can I say anything?
No,
'Kay.
because you dashed. Okay, it is now their turn. They look towards Osiren as he's being dragged away. How could you do this? And they all echo out, leaving your people. And then one of the children steps forward. Your sister. Brother, the Isles did nothing to help me. You're leaving me again? Your mother, behind her. Osiren, I'm so proud, but you're siding with those who let us burn? And all of them scream out. So you sit there. You feel the entire anger and recklessness of humanity grow within you. Every single attack you do is reckless. Giving you advantage, however, you must attack during your turn someone, and every attack against you is at advantage. They look now at Dagamaris. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. Natural 20.
Natural 20. All right, so you see their faces. Fear gripping all of them at once. And you see visions of a man, long platinum hair, standing above your mother. The rats swarming you, and you... The fear of humanity tries to grip you, but you have seen worse.
Oh, shit!
Seeing that as their last action, one of them, a stout man, comes up to you and will attempt to punch you in the face. Is a 14 yet?
Yeah.
Sorry, 17.
Yeah.
19 points of bludgeoning damage as the force of humanity. You see all of them lunge forward, only one manning the attack as you fall to the ground. It is now Siren Grenmore's turn.
I'm not prone though, right?
No.
Okay. Because I was like, fucking what?
So it'll be an action to break out of the grapple, right?
He's not grappling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're just dragging.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm gonna shake you off.
Okay.
And stand up. I'm gonna say that you're right to seek revenge. But you are wrong to call yourself humanity. And I'm gonna rush at them.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So you rush towards the spectral image of your mother and sister.
I'm going to attack them. That's 27.
That hits, yes.
Yeah, no, I'm just like screaming and
Flailing.
trying to literally like wipe their visage off of the fucking.
Yeah, so as you... Dago is like... seeing you just... Okay. Nasu, you see this happen.
I'm gonna run up and try to pull him away.
Oh.
You're gonna do so at disadvantage, athletics check.
Okay.
You did all that with advantage, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
As you try, he instinctually, as he just continues, pushes you away.
How far out was it to
To get him,
yeah.
10 feet.
Okay, so I will take the rest of my movement to just keep running.
Opportunity
to the left.
attack.
Can I get one too?
Yes, you
An
can.
opportunity attack?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, you can.
Wait a minute.
Get his ass.
From the rage, and Osiris is going to take an opportunity attack against
Wait,
you.
wait,
as well.
wait. Who's opportunity
have to?
attacking from you?
The rage, which surrounds you.
It makes sense.
It's not just one person; it's a mass surrounding, and you came into their range.
Okay, he like went into like a crowd? Or?
No, they have 10 feet of range.
Oh, okay, whatever. That's okay.
What would you roll?
It's not reckless anymore, right?
It is still reckless.
19.
Both of them hit. So you see, as one of the images shifts, becomes a pikeman of armor you've never seen before, tattered and destroyed, stabs out towards you with a pike, and does 12 points of piercing damage. What'd you do?
6.
6, so you take 18 total points of damage. And they have Sentinel, so you're unable to move as you into your Achilles.
Oh, fuck.
It is now Dagamaris' turn.
I'm going to ask this question, only answer it if it doesn't count as an action. Vidar, because I knew where he was, how far away? Do I have to do a perception again? Because I know where he
It
was.
would be about 60 feet away from you.
From me.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to dash. That would be one action.
Oh yeah, you still have 2 actions.
Okay,
Go ahead.
opportunity attack.
That's fine.
Wait, they already used their reaction this turn, so technically they don't have it, so no, you
I'm
can...
going
You
to
can
dash to Vidar.
Okay, so you dash, he's still
Alive
lying,
though.
barely, and you see the woman wrapping his torso, every once in a while looking back as the tree of life erupts in flames, ashes falling even more greatly along with the embers. Vidar's face sort of like covered in it now.
But he's alive. So not like spare the dying might not work.
You don't know. You're not a
But
doctor.
he's not okay. Then fine. I will use spare the dying on him.
You already used your action.
But
To
I have
dash.
two actions.
Oh, you do? Yeah, you do.
So
Spread the dying only stabilizes them, just so you're aware.
So but he seems stable. Because
No, but it wouldn't make them not unconscious. At the very
Yes.
least, he is unconscious.
Okay, then I would not do that if I don't think he's.
You don't know. I'm saying at the very least, he is unconscious.
I am casting. Darkness on me.
Okay, sure. So you. It's a 30-foot dome. Sorry, 20-foot.
20 foot.
20-foot dome of darkness erupts around you.
And then I go, what, unconscious? What do I do? At the end of my 2 turns?
No, you're stunned.
Stunned.
So you. The adrenaline surge rushing out of you, making you not. So you're unable to take an action until the end. So you are stunned until the end of your next turn.
That's fine.
Okay. Vivian, it is your turn.
I get to the druid?
Yes,
What's
you are
he
at the
doing?
druid. He is just staring at the fucking ground.
Okay, I'm going to pick his face up,
Okay,
and
so
I'm
you-
just gonna look into his eyes. Help us. The entire city is burning. Heal me. Do something.
It is pointless. We have lost everything.
Not yet. If you've lost everything, at least try and fight for it. Don't just give up. That's not surviving.
What do you see around you?
And he looks at the spectral figures.
If not the justice that we have wrought upon ourselves, is this not what we deserve? Why would I fight against people who are just?
I'm not saying fight them. I'm just saying help me stop him.
Persuasion check with disadvantage.
He doesn't. I'm not saying kill him.
No, I know.
I'm just
But
saying
he is not in a
help me,
place.
brother, you fuck. I ran all the way here. Persuasion, disadvantage, 14.
Okay.
I have +4 now. Ivar is good for one thing.
Let me die. Finally. With my God.
And he
Then heal.
Oh. Yikes.
falls to the ground. Arms wide.
Is he dead?
No. Tears just
He's
streaming
literally
down.
just giving up.
the ashes of his
3,000
tree.
fucking years, and you're.
That is your turn. It is now the rage of humanity's turn. Seeing Nasu attempt to pull Osiren from his mother and sister, they look to you. They look at you, and you see their eyes sink into themselves, hollow. Everything else seems to shrink around you, and you feel vomitous. Make a charisma saving throw.
11.
Okay. You are afflicted with the self-hatred induced shame of humanity. You feel disgusting. Berated, looked down upon from around you. You see the faces of other humans wincing not in pain, but in emotional duress. Every attack you do with dexterity or charisma only does half as much damage as normal. As well as this, you must make all dexterity and charisma saving throws at disadvantage for the next 24 hours.
Shit. Okay.
Okay, so you sit there, sort of like trying to shrink into yourself. They're going to look at Dagamaris.
They can't see me.
They have true sight, homie.
Oh no.
You sit there, heart beating out of your chest. You feel joyful. You feel hope. You, in the darkness, feel the happiness of humanity. You have temporary 10 hit points, 10 temporary HP, and you have +1 to your AC for 2 turns.
11, baby, let's go.
They are now going to look towards the siren, and your mother shifts into a random, shorter individual, shorter woman, and they are going to stab you with a short sword. 19 to hit.
Shit. Damn.
Sorry, 24 to hit.
Fuck. You go down. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. That is 18 points of piercing
I'm
damage
unconscious.
as they stab you under the chest. Oh, if they actually had advantage, so I need to see if they natural 20. Nope, the last one was a natural 1, so they did not. So they, but you do feel it. Your sister looking up at you as you.
Is she still as small as back then?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just weeping as I.
So Osiren's turn. Okay. Nasu Fimps.
I
Death
am.
saving.
Oh fuck. Fuck. If I run away, is that provoking another opportunity?
It is indeed.
Can I use my action to disengage?
You could, yes.
Okay.
Wait, let me check Sentinel really fast because I think Sentinel actually avoids. No, I think Sentinel
you
actively.
serious?
I think Sentinel actively avoids it.
That's banana.
When you hit a creature with an opportunity, yes, creature provokes opportunity attacks, even if they take the disengage action.
Wow. Rogues whom?
So
Okay.
you don't know that though, so you take the
No.
disengage action.
Oh no.
Yes, you did not know that. You take the disengage action. You don't. You would not, as a character, know that that is the case.
I wouldn't have cast darkness if I knew they had true sight.
You did, yes. You wouldn't have known that either. So you cast the. You use the disengage action. You try and run away, and they provoke an opportunity to attack against you.
Only reason
But
I
they'll
cast-
miss.
They can miss. Yeah.
They can
They'll
miss.
miss this time.
Well, yeah. Well, if they were gonna miss anyways, I would have wanted to dash.
Yeah.
19 to hit.
Yeah. Hello.
It's a mess.
Okay.
I'm a clink.
Don't
You
talk
take
about him.
13 points of piercing damage, and your speed is reduced to 0. Okay, so you again in your heel, unable to move from the pike.
I feel bad.
Okay,
I feel this.
so that's your
You
turn.
need to save me.
It is now Dagomaris' turn. You're still stunned. You end your turn.
Yep.
Vivian, it is your turn.
I'm gonna start searching him for any. I need a potion. I have literally nothing.
Okay. Make
So
an
I'm
investigation check
Okay.
then.
And while I'm doing it, I'm gonna be muttering, "You might be ready to die, but the rest of us in that city don't deserve to yet." Natural 20.
Random pockets.
He's like this.
Name of the game is living another fucking day,
You just want more than
Mister.
3 HP. That's the
I have 3 HP and I have no arcane focus or spellbook.
Yeah,
What do I
3
find?
HP.
You can,
Let's go
okay, so you
nice.
find 2 potions of greater healing,
Okay, I take them.
and you find some gold.
Don't need that.
Okay, you find some wooden chips, what looks to be bark, on his person. You see a staff laying on the ground next to him.
I take one of the potions
Of
of
greater healing?
Of greater healing.
Okay, that's your turn.
Yeah. Well, I have movement.
Yes, you do.
Oh,
I move my
it would
arm
take
in my
another
mouth.
full turn to take the.
I move my arm in my mouth and put the potion in.
All the while, by the way, Titus is just still.
Oh, for sure. I'm using. Oh God.
All out.
I'm using my movement to go back.
What?
I'm using 20 feet of movement because I'm encumbered to go back. I'm
You're not encumbered.
What?
I'm using 30 feet of movement to go back.
Okay, sounds good.
Covered from
So you run back. It is now their turn.
Wow.
They're going to first look at Nasu, who keeps attempting to run away. Okay, make a wisdom saving throw.
God damn.
It's like, I don't know why the fuck I'm here.
20. No, 12.
12?
Yeah.
Okay, so
20. Fuck.
25 points of psychic damage. As you see all of their faces shift into grief and sorrow. You feel the sadness of humanity along with its shame boiling within you. And you are reduced to a puddle, basically. You feel you are now stunned as well until the end of your next turn. And now they look to Osiris and they will attack him on the ground.
On the ground? No!
With a natural 20.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my-
But it automatically crits anyway because he's unconscious, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
However, you failed 2 death saves. As they
So
and begin to just stab into Osiris. Okay. They now look to Dagamaris once more.
holy shit.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay, make an intelligence saving throw.
Let's go. I'm smart. 18.
Ooh, that's the save. So you,
Maybe, I don't know.
as you feel a vomitous feeling
Yeah.
boil up, as you feel the disgust of humanity. But you
Nasty.
shake it off. For their last action, that was their last action. Okay, Osiris'
I
turn.
was like,
Oh,
no,
no.
no, 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 no.
Okay,
Oh,
it is
oh my
now Nasu's turn.
So
Stunned.
What?
Stunned.
You're stunned. Yeah, so it's the end of your turn as you. Okay. It is now Dagamaris' turn.
let's go. Drop darkness, which
So you drop darkness and you see the
isn't an
woman
action, it's just
sees you,
the what woman?
the woman that was tending to
Oh, that's fine.
Vidar.
How? I look back at the battlefield. Do I see Osiris?
At the, you mean towards Titus?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see him lit on the ground
How far
by
away?
Titus. Again, it was 60 feet to get. where
Okay,
you
I didn't know
were.
if he had moved.
No.
Okay.
no. Just Titus is arching all around him and lighting the space, peering through the silhouettes of the humans.
I don't have anything. Then I'm going to. No one's firebolt.
Who?
Not
The Rage?
yeah, the rage.
Okay, so you.
Cause yeah.
Okay.
22 to hit.
That hits.
All right. Fucking 10 points of damage.
Okay. So it seems to disappear. The light's so bright and the energy of the area so great. You barely see it, like a fleck.
And then I move 30 feet towards Osiris.
Okay, so
Which
you
is the same direction.
running out towards him. She's gonna get an opportunity to attack against you.
That's fine. Fucking bitch.
She's gonna attack you?
Yes, because he cast darkness without saying a word.
Sure.
Okay. That is
Did
a
she know it was me though?
yes, but you're a drow.
and she saw you
She's
commit
a high
necromancy
elf.
earlier.
Is she?
Sorry, brother.
No, you're good. No, I'm just saying, like, is she part of that council? Pretty sure I fought with them on their side.
But it doesn't matter because
Okay.
that's Vidar, the leader of the Tel'Darai, and she looks to be a commander of the Tel'Darai, and she doesn't trust you just because
That's
you
fine.
fought.
No,
the
no, no,
other way.
you're good. You're good. I was
Does
just wondering.
a 26 hit?
No.
You take 11 points of damage.
Sounds good.
Because she didn't great weapon master you. Okay. As she slashes down towards your back as you run back towards Osiren. Vivian, it is now your turn.
So I ran 30 feet. Is Osiren within 30 feet of me?
No, you ran 120 feet to get to the Archdruid.
That blows so much ass.
So you are 90 feet away from Osiren, and you see Dagamaris running through. You still hear the clashing of swords and the battle still commencing all around you with the remaining high elves.
We're at
I
a
don't.
full count
okay.
right now. We're on
How,
the
how
last
far
hour,
how far
maybe.
away am I from Vidar?
Vidar, so you're 90 feet away. You're about 30 feet away from Vidar.
I can't get to Osiren this turn. Dagamaris is going over.
I couldn't have either. It's fine. I mean, I could have.
I'm
just
gonna
stood
run to
there.
Vidar and I'm gonna give him the potion.
Okay, so you run to Vidar. She make a persuasion check.
I'm just holding up the.
Do it. Natural 20 again. Let's go.
Natural 20.
Wow.
Let's go.
Good call. Good call.
That's a 24.
So she sees it in your face. Do it. So he sees your face, wipes it off,
And I
looks all around.
I just want to say, we need to go.
Okay, that's all you get, and that's not his turn. He'll roll in the initiative, I guess. It is now the Rage of Humanity's turn. They look towards Nasu again, and will attack you twice. Not wisdom saves. Oh, hey, look at this.
Oh,
It's
it's natural 20.
Don't say it.
34.
an 11.
Does not hit.
Okay, so when you flick
Fine.
up your ankle once more, you see another one shift a bow and arrow.
Oh my god, these things.
I'm gonna take the bow and arrow. Now that is 21 to hit.
Okay.
13 points of piercing damage. How much HP do you have?
Enough.
Okay, so you see the crackling lightning energy of the arrow itself fades away as soon as it hits you, but you still start bleeding. For its last attack, it is going to decide whether or not to maim Osiren
Can you leave him alone?
or attack Dagamaris. Above a 10, it attacks Dagamaris. Below a 10, it attacks
Leave
Osiren.
him alone.
On a 10, reroll. 2. It attacks Osiren Gremlin. 12 to hit?
Oh my god. There's a second attack?
Well, it's,
No, actually, it used all 3.
Oh my god.
So you watch as the short sword slice down. That was a natural 2, by the way. What?
Oh, an actual 2?
Yes, at advantage. The other one was a natural 1.
Thank god.
Because I was like,
You are a lucky son of a bitch.
yeah.
As it slices against the stone, is now Siren's turn.
no, fuck!
Yeah, I could be
Full
dead
count,
any
baby.
fucking way.
Fucking full count.
I'm gonna let you choose which die I use.
Yeah, because this
Glorbax.
You want me to use Gorbax?
Yes.
Okay.
This is the one. Nope.
Osiren.
My fucking boy!
What? Look at it. As Gorbax rolled a natural 20,
Thank
Nice.
god!
you are stable with 1 HP.
Holy
as
fucking shit!
you are 2 to 2.
Yeah, that's
2 fails,
Full count.
2 successes.
I
So
feel like
you-
I'm gonna pass
Okay.
out.
Good choice. Wow. I promise you I did not fudge that. That was an actual natural 20. Wow. Okay.
Didn't even want the options. Glorback.
He hasn't been rolling well this entire time. That's why I said, "Are you sure?" Okay.
That's my boy. That's my fucking dude.
So at this stage in the encounter, at the top of the round, the visions of humanity begin for all of you. The rage of humanity comes in many forms. including unending hatred. And I need every single person within 30 feet of it to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's
Yes,
not
you are.
me.
No, you are the only one, but all three of you need to.
Wisdom.
Flash of genius, because might as well.
Might as well.
Natural 20, baby.
Yeah.
Can I roll?
Please.
Can I have a wand? I would love to be able to cast a single spell.
Just get the stick and
Wisdom
hit
save?
things.
16.
Yoda.
Fail.
Yikes.
Fail. Natural 20? Succeed.
I hope so.
Really?
You experience unending torture and hatred of humanity. You all must now attack the nearest creature with your most powerful attack, meaning the highest potential for damage. The next turn you make. Nasu. Osiris is closer than the others. You pull out your pistol. You use
He
every...
doesn't have a pistol.
You don't have a pistol.
I have
so
the glaive.
You have the glaive.
Yeah.
All right, so I need you to use the most powerful attack that you have.
Miss.
At advantage because he's prone.
Oh my
Yeah, I wish
fuck.
you had the pistol.
Yeah, the pistol.
Miss. Miss. Miss.
That's not miss.
Kate.
Sorry.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay,
Ah.
you fail 2 death saves again. As you're on the ground, Nasu, Gah! Both glaive strikes. Okay.
Nope.
It is now Dagamaris' turn.
Yes, it is. Run, use the last 30 feet, run up to Osiris. And
Osiris?
Osiris. Spare the dying.
Thank God. Thank God.
And then bonus action,
God.
I'm going to regain 1d10 plus 3 HP for second wind,
Okay.
which would be a total of 13. Let's go.
That's hot shit.
Okay, Vivian, it's now your turn.
Okay.
Wait, no, sorry. God, I don't know why I had
So
Dag-
you are-
I don't know why I had Dagamaris go
stable.
first.
You're stable
It is
right now.
Vidar's turn.
Yeah.
As he Gah! looks towards Terradosia. Where's the queen?
My boy.
Where is she?
She's dead. He's destroying Tyrion.
And he hears, looks behind him, and you both see Titus, who is a large gentleman, looks small in comparison to the bout of energy piercing through his palm. And he, another one is dead. And this one finishes the job. And he begins running towards the rage of humanity.
You're an elf.
The other one is going to try and stop him. He, let me go! Let me go! And that's his turn.
Yep.
It is now Vivian's turn.
Oh man, dude. I have 3 hit points. I'm running back to the druid. I'm gonna get that other fucking healing potion.
60 feet away.
60?
Mm-hmm.
Dash action.
Dash action. Is he still
This guy's
covered in embers and
Fuck
ashes?
off.
It is now the rage of humanity's turn.
Crying. Throwing a little tantrum.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help you. You're doing it again!
And they see you come in to focus. And they will attack you
That's fine.
with a short sword gentleman. Shifts out. That is 16 plus 10.
Wow.
26 to hit.
11 armor class.
They're going to
Still
attack
at-
again.
Oh, okay, go for it.
It's 13 to hit.
Because that plus 1 is for the rest of it.
For
That one last thing I have.
you have it for one more turn, so the end of your next turn.
Okay.
So they will attack you. So they successfully hit you with 2 strikes. 34 points of damage as they blood begins to spill from Dagamaris' chest. The last attack will either be going to Nasu or Osiren. Under a 10, Osiren. Over a 10.
Shit again.
I thought we were done. I thought
He's
going back to
stable
you.
though.
Yes, he is. Under a 10, it is 7. They attack Osiren with advantage. 16 to hit.
Unbelievable.
That hits.
You are now unconscious. Again. However, you have no death saves failed because you were stable.
Cool. Okay.
Okay. It is now Osiren's turn. I will roll.
Let's go, Gorbar.
Okay. Top of the turn. Everyone within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw.
This is the dangerous part. 'Cause we're all real close right now. We're all close and snuggly.
Would you roll?
7.
12.
12. Fail.
God damn.
You don't need to make one. The beginning of both of your turns. So Nasu, I'm going to roll a d20. They are technically both within range of you. If it is under a 10, you attack Osiren Grenmore. If it is over a 10, you attack Dagomar Skur. 15.
Nice.
You attack Dagomar.
Let's go. The only time I like being attacked.
10.
Misses.
Yeah.
Roll again.
Well, he's
I
at
have
11.
11. Let's go. For one more turn.
That's cocked.
With not advantage, right?
Huh?
You don't have advantage against him, by the way.
Oh, not in rage anymore?
You never
You
had
had advantage
reckless.
against me because I was prone.
You had advantage against him because he was prone.
Shit. Okay.
So what was the first roll you just did for his second attack?
The first roll out of my hand was a 15 plus 4, 19.
Okay.
That's a hit.
That hits. So roll damage.
6 points of damage.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. So you swipe up. Miss as Dago. What the? Also enraged. The second one again gets just the base of his neck as you slice out. It is now Vidar's turn.
Buddy, don't do it. Don't do it, bud.
Under a 10, he doesn't. Over a 10, he
You'll
does.
It'll literally just.
Natural
suicide.
20. Oh! He's going. So he begins to run for it again. He is 60 feet away, but he dashes. So he
No.
runs up to him. Did he action surge? He has 2 action surges.
Oh, shit.
So he's gonna action surge again. So as he gets there, he's just going to attack twice. He's not going to use any maneuvers.
Stop
He's
it.
attacking Titus or the rage?
No. He can't get to him. He's trying to cut through. That's
Buddy.
15. Doesn't hit. It's a 19. That hits.
Vidar.
It's 12 points of damage. Halved. No, he has adamantine swords. So 12.
Oh my god.
So they, you see one of them, all of them, now that the Teldarian High Elf General attacks them, shifts to Vidar.
Wow.
I'd like to see it.
Idiot.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have raised
It
it.
is now Vivian's turn.
I didn't know he was gonna be so stupid.
I'm picking up the.
Actually, after that, I'm going to start having them use their legendary actions against Vidar.
When?
Legendary actions can happen after anybody's turn.
Oh, fun. That's fun. I like that.
He sees all their faces warp. You see Vidar. Freeze up. Paralyzed. Okay, so Vidar is frozen in fear. Now it is your turn.
I'm picking up that potion. The second one. I dash.
Okay, yeah, so you-
to get to his body.
Yes. And so you pick up the second potion.
Okay. Who's on the floor right now? Osiren is.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Very much so.
I'm
running 30 feet towards the thing.
Okay, so you pick it up, run back. It is
I'm
now
just an errand
doing
boy.
suicide.
I'm
Dagger
literally
Mark.
just a fucking errand boy
You
on
need
this.
to. I'm going to roll a d20. Below a 10, you attack Osiris.
There's 3 people now? Or they...
No.
Vidar's not close to me?
Vidar is not close.
Okay.
He's to the left.
Gotcha. I
Yes.
just wanted to make sure that we're all just not, like, standing with any...
Below a 10, 8, you are attacking Osiris Grenmore.
Okay.
Can you miss?
Poison spray would be the most.
Okay, so do with the disadvantage because he's on the ground.
It's a con save.
It's a con save. He automatically
shit.
fails.
Yeah. That's what I was... I'm trying to follow the rules. I don't
Mhm.
want to fudge them.
Okay,
But,
so
you
1d10.
know. It's 2d12.
It doesn't matter because it
Oh.
can't crit, so you fail 2 death saves.
Great.
It is now the Rage of Humanity's turn.
I didn't want to fudge that.
They are going to direct every single attack at Vidar.
Yeah, that's about right. Did not mean to bring him back.
And since
Just
they are
to make a punching
paralyzed,
bag.
they are all critical.
Yeah, if he's doing lightning damage,
That
he
hits.
has resistance.
That hits.
I'm sorry. Oh,
That
I shouldn't have
hits.
done it.
All 3 of them critically strike.
He would run away.
He takes 66 plus 24 doubled. So he's automatically taking 48 points of damage. So
Is
that's
it
11.
lightning?
I thought
He's down. He
I
has
thought
19.
we could run.
11.
No, you.
11 plus 9, 20. Plus 10, 30, 60. He takes 108 points of damage.
Is that over half?
No, it's not, because he had 19 points. I healed him for 19, and his
I'm
max is over 200.
Is it though?
No, he deep gouges within. You even hear the bones scrape and crack under the form. Falls inwards as they just begin to stab at his body as he falls down. They technically attacked him 3 times, and he would have fallen after the second. Vidar Learhumst. Okay. Vidar Learhumst is amidst all of them and attacked twice after he went unconscious.
Oh shit.
Okay.
It's successfully.
Yes,
Damn. Well,
he's
Wow.
being stabbed.
Okay. I guess that's that then.
Okay. It is now a siren's turn. Okay. Nasu. Sorry, no. At the top of the round.
oh my gosh. I thought he was gonna pull down. Nope. Osiren's dead.
You feel the energy of the room suck forward almost, and in rows, the rage of humanity
Oh, we failed.
disappear. Titus stumbles back
Oh my
as the energy spewing from his hand dissipates. His breathing heavy and his stance relaxed from exhaustion. He looks back at all of you. And as he stands there with a hung head, a large woman runs up from the far staircase. Red hair done into a tight ponytail and slightly glowing orange eyes that appear a bit too close together. She's wearing little armor, merely scrapped leathers upon a meaty frame and exposed muscles rivaling that of Dagamaris in his prime. Following behind her are 3 more. A man with a very dark complexion following close behind, a shorter, heavily armored gentleman sporting a crazed mohawk and a plethora of piercings with insanity in his eyes, and a superbly dressed middle-aged gentleman with intricately kempt facial hair and slightly thinning head hair. They all run to Titus. Titus reaches for Gabriella's hand. Gabriella looks at all of you. Nice one. Nice. Titus. Yes. Stands. Looks at all 3 of you. Sees Osiris. Pay. You can certainly try.
Just spare the dying.
You can certainly try.
Okay. Then I will try.
Okay.
What do I need to roll? Or not?
Do you want to try and make it hidden?
If I could. I
Make
don't.
a sleight of hand check.
Okay. I mean, okay. 15?
Well, he's a pass insight and perception of 25, so
Yeah, so fucking, but
he sees you do it.
yeah.
That's a shame. Dear Morris. How dare you? How dare you? In what world do you think that I wouldn't have the right to kill you? Give me a reason right now why I shouldn't use what's left of my power to wipe you and all the rest of your merry band off the face of this continent, just like I did with the city below. Give me a reason right now.
If you do that, you are no better than my people.
I'm sorry, what was that? I can't hear you. I didn't, or else I wouldn't have asked. Now speak up a little louder.
If you do this, you are no better than my people.
Who said I think your people were bad? You think so little of yourself. Pathetic. Prince. There's no reason. I'll give you one more chance, Dale Morris. Before you become ashes, like the queen you grovels beneath. Now, if you want to throw your people under the bus, like you did me, and that can be the last thing you say. But I can make good use of a weak and pitiful prince. It'd be a shame to throw you away. Now, where's your real testimony, Morris, before the true king?
I'm sorry.
For what?
For turning against you. For exposing things. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you are no longer the friend that I once knew.
Was a double-sided apology. Useless. You felt nothing. You felt no pain. But you will. I hope Mortem shows you no mercy.
Titus,
And now what do you want?
he can help you.
And the smaller gentleman.
What do you know? Huh? He's talking to Titus Mirkwood like that?
And he brandishes the warhammer.
Who gives you the right? Huh? You think you can just talk to the king like that? Huh?
And the taller woman.
Lay off. Lay off right now, Titus. We gotta go. You're weak and there are more of them coming. There are no coming. They're all fucking dead, you don't see it. They all should be. Ursus died.
We thought
Ursus is fucking dead!
we gave him the cure. We should.
I killed people because of you all! No! You shut your mouth. You shut your filthy mouth. All of you are worth nothing.
That's about right.
And the taller woman,
There was something to us, I think. It's fine. You know what? I hope you all have fun escaping the city. And I hope you all have fun dealing with this.
Titus's eyes begin to glow a bright and deep orange. His grin widens, and black smoke billows from his back. After a few moments, each and every one of them explodes into a thick cloud of black smoke filled with orange and red flame, as thick as milk, before it all rises into the sky, still filled or filling with the smoke of all the fires still raging all around you. And Titus Mirkwood and his lieutenants are gone. The air blows rapidly and feels scorching hot, all of it rising so fast you can feel it, as if you could fly upon it, whipping past the edge of the tower and creating a windstorm of superheated air, all of your clothes and hair whipping around as the flames consume the oxygen of the space. You are out of combat.
I'm running over to Osiris.
You run over to Osiris.
Can I check and see if he's still alive? Pulse?
That will take a turn. I will say. You sure you don't want to just use the potion?
I'll just use the potion.
Okay, so you pour it into his mouth.
Well, he
It's
was already stable.
no, he wasn't.
Oh, he didn't let me even do it?
Oh, he was stable.
Yeah.
Or so you thought. You just used
I spared the dying.
You spared the
but
dying.
if I
If what?
Nothing happens
Oh,
as
if
you
you were
pour in
dead.
the potion at first.
Fuck off!
And then
Fuck off with that.
Osiris lives. Heal him for how much you healed for.
Can I steal your D4?
I want to run over
Sorry,
to
I just
the
need
dark
4.
where I know he's dead.
Or
You
3.
don't know that.
I see 1.
Okay.
don't use that one, that's bad.
I feel like Cade knows
Why?
that.
'Cause it's
I dagger
plastic?
doesn't. I run over to the dark.
Yeah, he is torn to ribbons.
No, he's dead?
You don't know. Many puncture wounds and many slashes cutting through his mithril armor.
That's 12 plus 8. That's
The woman runs to you, pushes you out of the way. Athletics check.
What are you doing?
He
Oh.
was 23 athletics to
Okay,
push
fine.
you out.
Against me, what?
Athletics to try and remove it.
5.
Okay, so you.
Should blindside me. I was looking at it. Fuck. What are you doing?
Get away from him!
He can stabilize him. Just let him help.
Persuasion check with disadvantage.
Fuck. 9.
Okay.
We need him to live. I do not care what you want. And I'm going to walk towards, and I'm going to try to...
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
That's fine.
I'm just gonna turn over and stop and punch the floor.
8.
8.
I'm still walking.
I'll make an
so-
inside check. No. So she will slash at you
Fine.
when you get close. Natural 20.
Yikes.
That's fine.
Guys, can we stop fighting each other, please?
32 points of damage.
And I'm down.
Okay. And she, no! Slashes up. Dago
Trying to be a hero.
falls to the ground. And then she drops
We
her
don't
sword,
have any more potions. He was just trying to help.
ignoring you, throws the sword to the ground, and begins like trying to close the wounds with shaky hands.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to touch your shoulder. Oh, sorry, please.
Don't touch me.
You're going to die if you don't do anything. You can cry once everyone is okay.
had them all of them.
I want to go over and attempt to stabilize Dagmar's. Yeah.
Do you have a healer's kit?
Do I don't need a
We
healer's
don't
kit
have
to try to
anything.
stabilize.
Yeah, you do.
You do, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Then well then
Slap him.
I don't have any.
Okay, so you just run over to Dago, and you're like looking over him.
I don't have any sort of medical supplies or anything.
I know, neither do I. I have nothing. No one has anything. Oh, Siren, please, you have to help them. It's the only two. We're the only ones left.
Why'd you fucking slash at him? Jesus Christ.
Okay.
So Osiris, God damn it, Kate.
Sorry. I know I said it. I was like, no, sorry.
Osiren gets up.
Yeah. And I'll kind of saunter over to, kind of just looking straight ahead, saunter over to Dagamaris
Dagamaris.
first.
Okay.
You're gonna decide. Vidar.
And I'll cast Cure Wounds at the first level.
Okay.
9.
9 points.
And then I'll start walking towards Vidar.
Okay, so the woman doesn't even notice you're there.
I'll kneel beside him.
Okay.
I couldn't protect you. And I'll cast Cure Wounds at the first level.
Okay. Typically, when you cast Cure Wounds, you see the wounds begin to heal, but that's only if the soul still resides within the body. Damn it. He remains
healing
sitting
too.
there. Vidar the Hootst is dead.
He's gone.
I know. She falls back, still covered in blood and viscera from Leo, and now coated in a thick ash upon her head that is caked in and all across her face.
For all the hate he held, it was hate that destroyed him.
Shut up.
Cantankerous elves and hubers.
She stands.
Are you joking?
I've lost a queen and a leader today, and the tree of life burns, and you spit in my face.
Did you see those souls wrapped around him?
Their eyes were glowing. Do you really think those were their souls, or do you think it was an amalgamation, a concept from Balanzar?
Let's not
I
kid
think he
ourselves.
harnessed the hatred that we had.
She falls
I
back.
felt it
She
in my
falls
heart.
back down. She.
Let's not kid ourselves. If the tables were turned, you spit right in my face. I don't feel sorry for you.
There's nothing but sorrow.
I would do more than spit if I had the energy.
I'm gonna start walking to the architect.
So,
Or the mage. The druid.
druid.
Fuck, that one.
you look back into the Queen's throne room. The battle that had been raging coming to a close. The elves that remained claiming victory over the last remaining warriors of chaos. Yet, you still see very few of the high elven forces, possibly 7 Tel'Darai and a handful of other elven figures. You see Vidar dead on the ground. You see the archdruid tending now to the wounded, barely. Wrapping those bleeding on the ground with thick veils of green energy and covering them with magical vines that look to glow a deep green, his form sluggish, tears dried upon his ash-caked face. You see warriors of chaos smiling as they die upon the stone, looking back towards the great tree, which is now almost entirely engulfed in flame. The deep ridges burning a white-hot yellow flame, shooting licks of fire many hundreds of feet. You see some of the elves just standing at the edge of the melted space where Titus erased the queen from existence, staring sorrowfully towards the tree of life and the surrounding forest that burns rapidly.
I'm going to the Archdruid.
So you walk to the Archdruid. He looks up to you.
Yes.
What was the outcome of the decision? Before all this.
Guilty.
And I turn and walk away.
I'm also heading towards the Archdruid.
I voted innocent, and so did many others. Not all of you were found guilty.
Neutral. Me.
You were sentenced, but not to death. Yes.
My things. Where are they kept?
I do not know. Last I saw, they were just off of the prison in the connecting room from the stairs of the lift.
I'm just gonna turn away wordlessly from him and walk away. Also, I couldn't hear what you said, but Vivian did, so keep mind.
We gotta find a way out of here.
As you approach all of the people and walk through the space, you see some of the court members laying on the ground. The elf with the fitted pants and gothic black and red tuxedo looks to be sitting up with his right knee tucked into his arms, blood and dust caked into his forehead, while ashes and embers cover the tops of everyone's head. You also see the bald half-elf with the dark complexion laying down, gripping his side while wincing in pain, his torso badly burnt, and much of his right leg blasted away by the initial onslaught. Now a stump burning with red ember. The only person of note that you see is the big and bulky olive complexion high elf with a large jaw and tabard of Asheron. His tabard long destroyed, and his left cheek obliterated by the blast, his teeth visible and neck burnt to a crisp. But those are the only members of the court that you see still alive, other than the Tel'Dorai that fought and the Archdruid.
I almost feel like asking them how to get out of here, but I feel like that's a bit of salt in the wound.
They can't be with him. They're supposed to be at peace. I'm supposed to be the one filled with rage. I'm supposed to be the one here fighting. Why are they fighting?
Can I look out
At the city?
at the city?
So, down below you see flames and small explosions erupting upon trees and remaining buildings. The most prominent sight are large canyons now carved into where the city once was, crackling and glowing with red energy, red mist wafting up from it all. You hear very little screaming coming from below, very little movement as well, just fire and destruction spreading through the canopy of trees. As you stand there, you see destruction.
We gotta go one way or another. Oh, we can still get out of here with what's left of our lives intact. Come on, we can feel sorry later. Let's go. I'm gonna start walking towards the left staircase.
Okay.
Left staircase. Yeah.
All of you need to make wisdom saving throws.
Yeah, that's fair.
21.
21.
5.
5.
9.
9.
13.
Wow. You're the only one that succeeds.
Yeah.
You watch as a wave of energy flies past you like a soft shockwave, fluttering your hair and sputtering the falling embers, fluttering the flames upon the ground. You see the wave fly out for a moment, shimmering as if you were watching waves form underneath the water before fading out. The space is silent. Some of those around you looking around in confusion, others staring forward blankly, unmoving and beginning to drool slightly. The others begin to wave in front of their faces. They tell Dorai.
No.
Some resorting to smacking them across the face, though nothing appears to be working. You begin to hear barely audible screams from deeper within the castle, then all around you in the city. All those around you begin to scream out frantically, reaching for whatever weapon they see first, eyes ripe with fear. You see one of the high elven figures violently pull his blade from his sheath, beheading a fellow Teldorian soldier. You see another, now one-legged baron, crawl rapidly over to the tuxedo-clad baron and begin strangling him upon the ground. Everywhere around you, you see some scratching at their hands. Others you see already beginning to try and pluck out their own eyes. The three of you, you specifically, have felt the same feeling before in a little inn just outside of Schwenton.
No.
You feel strange, but as you have grown in power, the insanity creeps slowly. All of you feel the chaos of Balanzar creeping in your mind with the exception of you, who also sees the same fear that you saw in Vivian's eyes as you pulled the tube from the back of her skull in the Forest Edge Inn the first day that you met her. It appears as though Titus was not happy with destroying it, but wishes them all to be trapped in hell as well. And has used the pyramid, that he took from you almost a year ago and unleashed the power of Balanzar upon Tilium on the Lutas. What would you like to do as all the Tel'Darai begin to murder each other viciously? Or hurting themselves, plucking their eyes out. Again, the barons choking each other. Or one looking over to you. Help me, please, someone.
Let's go. I'm
Vivian.
ready. Let's go.
I'm gonna raise one body near me,
Okay, so you hear.
and I'm gonna send it to I just wanted to restrain the other Baron, and then I'm gonna start running.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Can I leave?
Let's wait until she does the restraining. I'll say that you are all running towards the
Zombie
stair.
stat sheet, zombie stat sheet, zombie stat sheet.
You have the stats of a Tel'Darai.
Oh, what's the strength?
14.
So that's a +2?
Yes.
15.
15? Okay, yeah, so the runs over, pulls the Baron off, and then gets up and just runs to you four. Runs over
Okay.
as you are all running down the stairs.
And I'm calling my zombie.
Okay, so you
I want to turn back Archdruid. Attacking people or no?
no, just sitting.
Bro, this guy is pissing me off.
I'm leaving him. Okay. We're going.
Okay.
It's
find the
I
fucker.
can't do it. I'm sorry. I just want to. He has his big old robes on. I just want to try and do my best to drag him up and drag him along with us.
Athletics check.
I can't
Oh, is he
leave.
close?
Yeah, you two didn't like go very far.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry that he's going to be upset about this.
Oh,
but
then
I
if he's right there,
yeah.
then I'll also grab him. I thought he was sorry. My
Okay,
mind, I
then
was like,
then make an athletics check with advantage because Vivian
Yeah,
is
I'm not.
helping.
I'm useless.
athletics. Dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, so you pick him up, throw him over your shoulder, and you begin running as the Baron
His-
is already, what?
His wand, like his staff.
On the ground.
I'll grab it. I'm assisting.
Okay, sure. I'll say that that's your assisting as you pick up the staff.
Okay.
And
And then
you-
zombie Baron and all of us.
Yeah, so, and the Baron is like grabbing on to both of you. You two are already down the stairs. Okay.
We can't leave. What are you shaming
called
us
him
right
brother.
now?
Yes.
Being
He's my brother. I don't have anyone.
I'm gonna make him help us. He's gonna help the Aerolendi, motherfucker. Sorry.
Okay. So you run down the stairs, both of you, further into the keep, wide and ornate, with partially melted candelabras upon the walls near the top, along with still burning rugs that lined the stair prior to Titus's obliteration of the area. The rug and the wall decorations become normal as you descend further in, the candles upon them still entirely melted from the heat that made its way all the way down here. You step over the bodies of obliterated elven forms, though these do not appear to have been killed by Titus. Hewn by a great axe one, smashed with a warhammer the other, cut to ribbons by a short sword the other. Perhaps the four you saw were covering the entrance, and cover they did, it seems. You see the bodies of at least 14 elves as you traverse down the steps. The stone is sticky with partially dried and coagulated blood. You'd assume that the elves you saw, the Teldorian regiment, came from the other stair. You travel for a short ways before you meet into a like a flattened area with a large wooden and iron door along with a lift. This appears to possibly go into the prison, if you are gauging the situation correct.
Okay, hold on. Oh, I'm not here yet.
No, it's you two right now.
I have to find my things. I have to find my mask.
Sure, yeah, I'll have any of mine on me either. Where do you think it's gonna be?
Can I do like an intelligence check to see if
Sure, make an intelligence check. It's a connecting area to the prison.
just intelligence or investigation?
Intelligence.
Fuck. That is a 10.
You would assume that if your belongings were held anywhere, then it would be in the prison for inspection.
For
Somewhere.
inspection, sure. Follow me.
The stairs do continue down, by the way.
They continue down, but the areas.
But there's the lift off to.
No, sorry. There is no lift.
Oh.
I misspoke. So it's a very wide spiraling stair that you had gone down, and you seem to be at a little area where there's a door here, and then the stairs continue both ways, spiraling downwards still.
Gotcha. But the door is the prison, right?
You don't know. You'd think so.
Oh, let's check it out.
Okay. It is creaked open slightly, and you hear ting ting from inside. You want to be stealthy? Make a stealth check. Make a stealth check.
Shit.
So, you through the door, and you see 4 Teldorian, or not Teldorian, High Elven prison guards in the same black, almost leather bark armor that melds to their form. You see 2 of them as they try and deflect and parry the blows coming from 2 of their other comrades. Locked in battle, the other ones as they try and slice down, obviously driven insane, while the other 2 seemingly trying to fight against whatever is driving them mad. As you sneak in, the space, almost like an office, a larger office area. You see multiple smaller rooms on the periphery, and you see like desk areas sat about with various things of paperwork strewn about.
Does it look like the insane ones or have the advantage in the fight?
Yes.
I'm gonna look for my stuff.
What?
I'm gonna look for my stuff.
Investigation check.
Yeah.
Investigation check. At this point, you two, along with the Baron, the zombie, and the Archdruid on your shoulder, come to the door. You look in and you see Osiren and Nasu.
I need to find my things.
Go for it.
Okay. And I'm gonna sneaky.
Stealth.
Don't worry, I said sneak.
Osiren, you sneak to the edge of the room and you see a door. One of the few that appears to be reinforced. Doesn't look to be an office of any sort. So you automatically gravitate to that and it is locked.
Is there anything I can...
As you're walking through, they notice you.
Fuck. Great.
But that's what they're doing right now, is they're still locked in. But you would imagine that if the ones that aren't insane lose, they go after you next.
Wait a minute.
Does my 9 net me a key?
Okay. All right. Okay.
So 3, you cannot find anything. 9, get you a key?
Yeah, the key to the door. There's a bunch of desks.
Absolutely not. You also see nothing. In fact, you go immediately to Osiren, who sees that door. What are you doing?
I'm attacking them, so...
You're attacking the ones
That are crazy.
the crazy ones. Sure. So I'll say this is a surprise round since they didn't see you. You technically are flanking as you come up behind one. Okay.
12 seconds later.
I'll push him off my blade, and as I see the elf like behind him, I'm just going to like grab him on his shoulders and go, keys,
Okay. So
if I can.
yes, he looks at you. What happened? What is happening?
I need the keys to that door.
You were the ones that were set for trial. I need to know what is happening first.
The queen
You
is
must
dead.
understand
Terradocia is burning. The keys to the door.
What did you say? What did you say to me?
The queen is dead.
You have been attacked by humanities. Humanities call.
Explain yourself. Are you one of them? Are you just caught in your rage? Are you caught in this?
Obviously not.
Why is it obvious?
The Archdruid is out there. We're trying to escape with as many as we can. Can you let us into the room?
Persuasion check.
Do I assist or can I roll
It's-
it?
He just helped. He just helped them slay the scary ones.
Dagger.
I'm giving you advantage.
Cool. I didn't hear you
No, no,
say
no, no,
it.
no, no. Flat. With advantage.
I'm better.
7.
I hear this though.
No. I'll let you roll a persuasion check.
I guess I could just like peek in the door.
I have a +4.
Come on, cat daddy. A natural 1.
Okay. You people killed my queen, and you get caught in your own web of chaos?
And I'll come up. I'll peek up from behind the desk. I'm sorry. Does it look like we could kill any queen right now? No. Some big dude with mutton chops came in and, well, he blew your queen away and then he set the city on fire. We're all trying to get out of here right now.
What are you?
You took my arcane focus and my spellbook. What was I supposed to do?
I do not know who you are.
Can I dig around in the dead bodies for keys?
Show where you are.
I will not.
Then he's gonna attack you.
Bitch, please.
I'm calling.
Misses.
I'm
He swipes out at you. Just stop, please!
Friend, that's not gonna get us anywhere.
What are you? And what do you expect me to believe that a large man with strange facial hair killed my queen?
Why would we be here helping you?
To escape? To cover your tracks?
You can go upstairs and check it for yourself, but Vidar's dead. We have the Archdruid. Everyone else is insane right now.
Persuasion check.
grasp the concept.
No, just flat.
No, I have the shame, humanity.
Charisma,
shame.
yes. True. So it's a disadvantage.
Damn.
Oh, it's a disadvantage. Fuck. I was like,
I'll say flat because those two.
Doesn't matter. Roll 2 10s. 13.
13?
Fine.
And he sheathes his sword.
Thank you for helping me.
Thank you for not killing me.
What are you looking for?
The keys to that door.
Throws you a key ring.
Good shit, good shit, good shit.
I'm gonna rush over and open it.
Okay, so you open the door. It is filled with all of your belongings.
Goodies. Wait, even?
You see a full suit of plate armor. Silver.
yeah, silver greatsword.
Just as you saw the drow wearing, or the Aralendi wearing upon the statues.
Dagamaris.
And you see a sword.
Holy shit.
The ruby missing from the pommel. The promised prince.
How did he get it back? It was in the fucking
and then-
river!
No, there's absolutely no way. I'm following you everywhere. I was almost killed by a man missing a leg.
I just walk in.
He follows.
Top pants man follows behind.
Yeah, it's like unbuttoned by like 2 now at this point.
Ooh, tits out. We'd love to see
He
it.
doesn't have tits, but yes. Like none at all. He's like flat chested. Man does not work out.
Oh, I thought you said nipples. I thought you were talking about nipples. I'm like, he doesn't have nipples?
Yes. Because that would be the craziest thing.
Once I see the full plate armor, I just take off the mithril and I just start putting.
It's gonna take you guys a while to don this.
That's
To-
fine. I need all my
all
shit.
of your shit is in there. You find nothing else.
That's
You
fine.
had so much. You see much of it laid upon tables. Glaucon's eye.
Still there?
Yeah! Wait, hold on. Erlendi Seeing Stone, Seer Stone.
Is gone.
Fucking for Servius, you
Yeah,
little
you
bitch
would've
ass
took
cunt!
that shit.
Taking my shit! I finally get one attuned item! I get one magic item, and fucking Archmage fuck ass Baldric for Servius takes my fucking thing!
What about the crown? Is the crown there?
No.
Pussy ass! I needed that!
So, plate armor.
Yes.
Sorry
you have
for
full plate.
yelling. Oh.
And it is enchanted, so it is +1 plate.
As soon as I find my mask, I'm putting it on.
Okay, you do find your mask, and
Yes.
you put it on. Put on your mask.
I'll start breathing slower. So.
Okay.
That doesn't matter.
All of you, sorry, with the exception of Dago, you need to make wisdom saving throws to determine how quickly the insanity is gripping your
Yikes.
mind.
This is the last flash of genius I have. 12.
12. Okay.
Nice. Wisdom? 26.
Okay. So you
Now that I have my mask on.
feel the tingle at the back of your skull. You look at Nasu. He. Vivian, did you roll?
Oh, woo. Spicy. 19.
Okay. You all can work out what inventory you have later.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
Heading back out.
Yes, we need to leave. We need to get out of here.
You guys traveling down the steps then further?
Yes.
While he was donning all of his armor, I would have wanted to put the armor back on the zombie. Sorry about it.
Okay. Sounds good.
Stick it back on.
Okay.
Yeah, back down the stairs.
The Baron is just sort of like, are we ready? Then? And the
Do you
High
know the
Elf
way out?
gets up from mourning for the friend that he just cut down. Where are you all going?
Out of the city.
We can figure it out on the way. I just know we have to get out of here.
Is there anyone alive up top?
We are fighting each other.
Then I will go up there and try and save as many as I can.
Get them out of the city.
I will try my best. May Varantuk be with you.
And he runs out of the room and begins heading up the stairs.
Good man. I'm casting mage armor. Thank you.
Okay, so are you guys running down the stairs?
Yes.
Okay. You travel for a long ways, wrapping very widely around the edge of the keep, seeing pictures with faces burnt out, ripped to shreds, and with broken frames upon the walls. You walk upon fine fabric lining the steps, pushed in with thick silver rods, and eventually exit the winding steps, finding yourself in another waiting area of some sort. 20-foot ceilings and a space of about 200 square feet. Busts of various elvish figures in marble shattered upon the ground. The white and gold coloring within the polished diorite of the space spattered with blood, and the floor littered with the bodies of 5 elves. Some of their heads crushed with char upon their shoulders, and others with large holes where their sternum might have been. The space is lit dimly by a few candles that look to remain lit. A small fire brewing upon the corner of the rug in the corner also accents the space and illuminates a large door to your left, white and gold with vine-like designs coursing through its frame. Through the door, you hear screams, the clashing of metals, and the splintering of wood. But it is closed at the moment.
Can someone heal me?
I cannot.
Okay,
cannot as
well, if I get hit once, I'm basically done. So let's try and not do that.
The Baron reaches in his pocket and pulls out a crushed glass. I had a potion.
If you can,
Appreciate the thought.
if you go down, I can pick you up once, but I don't think healing you now will be worth it.
Okay.
I will be able to.
I have a medicine kit on me. If I go down, you can use that as well.
I can try. All right. Yeah,
Are we going in there?
Sorry,
Is
there's
that the
not
way
another
out?
way to go.
No.
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
unless you
Stay-
know
stay
another way
behind.
out of here.
That is the way out. I'm just confirming that this is where I am.
Stay behind me.
Okay. I wasn't going to go in front.
Yes, well.
Why not? You know the way. Maybe you should lead.
Listen, I can understand your animosity towards me. But seeing what I saw, I think I'd rather die by your sword, so no. I'm not leading. I can tell you where to go, possibly, although I do not spend much time in the administrative area of the keep, as I'm a baron. I look over my district. That is all.
I can.
If it means anything, if I die, I was an ally of the humans, even before all this happened. Maybe less so now. But I worked with the Swift Cloaks. Smuggled in various human goods. Tried to get to them things, tried to even the scales a bit. I did not realize I was possibly doing this.
Well, may Mortem look kindly on your soul. This.
Oh, please.
I can go in first. I just have the Archdruid to carry.
I'll go first.
All right.
All right, then I'm going in the middle.
I'll go after Osiris.
Then I will go after her.
Just hopefully you all help me this time.
I want to take the rear.
All right.
Play safety.
My zombie will be next to me.
Good, I'm sandwiched between two of them. Two of the largest ones. All right, so we're going through. And yes,
Literal
Yeah.
glass cannon.
so
Take a deep breath and then
push the door open. So you swing the door and see what looks to be a royal hall. Tall ceilings with multiple dome spaces carved into the ceilings with chandeliers hanging from their vertices, swinging violently. You see the walls adorned with decorative, half-protruding pillars and gold and white decorations upon the walls. You see multiple tall doorways on either side of the wide hall, and within are what to have possibly been high elven military reinforcements, now battling upon a layer of corpses with each other. You step into the hall and feel your boots squish into the rug, which is now soaked in blood from the tens of bodies piling within. The battle spans down the entire hall. You see people crashing through doorways, stumbling upon the piles of bodies, all covered in blood and viscera. You see some of them pushed against the wall, blood covering their faces, consuming the flesh of those fallen, lifting the limp limbs to their mouths and gnawing upon it, screaming in between bites with mouth full of blood and flesh. You see strange tubes stemming from a few of them, as you did in the inn so long ago, twitching and convulsing. Following the tubes, you all see creatures similar to the one Dago and Vivian destroyed in the inn not too long ago. You see an elven figure consumed in an ashy, black, and flaky mass of flesh, crammed onto the ceiling of the space. The flesh looks to be beginning to migrate out upon the walls like a tumor, with eyes of black smoke blinking and looking around rapidly from within the flesh, tubes spreading out from its form and connecting to all those you see. The elf, trapped within the black mass, appears to have the tubes stretching out from their now gaping maw, the lower portion of their jaw removed, and their eyes rolling back in their head, a perpetual emanating from their mouths. Some appear to be free from whatever this is, though they appear frightened, vomit on their chin, some leaning against the wall, simply screaming while clutching their heads in pain. You hear this echoing through the halls of the entire keep, not just within this one. Like an orchestra of chaos, you hear the screams of Tilia Mondelitas. What's strange is that you see more tubes than what you see emanating from the strange mass consuming the elf. Some appear to be stretching out from the rooms on the other side of the halls, and as you look into these rooms, what look to have been offices for high-ranking officials and meeting areas of some sort, you see more of these creatures. More tubes stretching out from their forms, and more elves consumed by their trembling masses of flesh. All around, as you step through it all, clashing all around you, unable, not even paying attention to you, clashed, tunnel visioning into what they're already looking at. Some of them you see biting into their own arms, blood spewing out. Halfway through the hall, you find two archways leading towards the left and right, leading into halls quite a bit larger than the one you're currently in. More statues built into the dome-like indents in the walls, ripped down, covered in blood. More busts destroyed, and more bodies lining the floors, though less, with more elves fighting amongst those connected to even more fleshy mass creatures, consuming their companions. However, you see even more archways leading down even more halls. You seem to be in the administrative area of the keep, a maze filled with violence and chaos. Now, who is leading the check to try and get out?
Oh.
Depends
Survival?
on which check it is.
It is survival.
I can do it.
I'm not going to allow you to if you're staying at the point of the group that you are right now.
I mean, I'm at the tip. I'll do it.
You can do it, dude.
I'll do it. Survival.
Does the Baron help at all? Giving directions?
You can try.
What does that mean?
You can ask him.
I would like to.
He's like
Where
two
do we
behind me,
go?
right? Yeah.
He,
Where do we go? Look at me. Look at me.
what?
Where do we go?
I don't know. I just told you. I don't know how to get
You
out of
said
here.
you don't.
I don't spend much time here. I can try and help.
Yes. Do that.
Persuasion check with disadvantage.
What's all this disadvantage? I'm helping him. I told him to. What is it? Why? I'm sorry. Why?
Because he's not as receptive. Sorry.
Wow, an 18 and a 4-8.
Okay. I'm not moving up anymore. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Okay,
So it's
Plus?
a 5.
Okay. Oh,
5. Okay. So you meander.
Great. Thank you, Baron.
This place is massive. A sprawl of offices and meeting areas filled once with opulence and now death and destruction. You maneuver past some battling endlessly, others barely conscious and banging their heads against the wall incessantly. Some of the rooms you look into, once adorned with stained glass, now broken, shattered upon the bodies of aristocratic high elves and those of more scholarly aesthetic, mingling with the corpses of the high elven military and the Tel Dorai. Looking in one of the rooms, you witness a man jump off a balcony silently. Another, you see a man peeling the skin off of his forearm, eating it like rice paper, all while stepping over the bodies of various elves and hearing the screams of those fighting and being driven mad all throughout the city. You see rooms labeled all around you within the expansive halls of this place, finding pathways down into lower levels only to find more administrative halls and rooms. You see rooms labeled as such: conglomeration of barons and baronesses of trade, trade council's hall. You see executor of home and building regulations. You see office of dwarven relations. You see merchant's rest, joint trade office, and the Adamosian Regulatory Bureau of Human Domains, joint hall of the board.
What was that last one?
Adamosian Regulatory Bureau of Human Domains, joint hall of the board.
Hey, can we hold up for a second?
One of the elves gets up and will try and grapple you.
Oh, can
Yeah.
reaction? Can I?
No.
Okay.
That's not how reactions work.
Okay. Well.
Natural 2, so roll an athletics check against that.
Natural 20.
Natural 20, yeah. So you slap him away, and he picks up a loose limb on the ground. Another one from across the hall begins to run out towards you as well. All of you roll initiative.
Holy shit.
A few moments later.
There's one dead and one like on the floor with a limb.
Yeah, who's about to get up and hit Nasu?
I'm gonna run into the human regulations.
That's not near you right now, just so you're
okay.
aware. You,
I'm
I mean,
just
it's like
assuming it's
30
like
feet
right
away.
Yeah, I'm gonna run towards it.
Okay.
But I'll turn around and I'll shoot Ray of Frost. No, Firebolt.
Firebolt. Okay. So
18
you,
points of damage.
as you're running through, the firebolt hits the first one, hits another at the second, or the same area, goes through, falls to the ground. All of them are dead. You are now out of combat.
Okay.
But you still hear screams and battle all around you. What are you guys doing?
We need to keep moving, but I want to go in this room.
I was hoping we could check something real quick as well.
I'm like already. I'm
Okay, so you're in the Regulatory Bureau. Okay.
Okay, I go to the merchant's restaurant.
You guys want to split up right now. Are you sure about that? I'm giving you the opportunity here. This is a bad place to split up.
I'm looking for a way out.
Yeah.
Again, if Osiren is already running, you will split up and you are all looking bad. So you have to decide, do you want to die or do you want to find... do you want to die?
Fine, I'll follow Siren.
You run into the Adamosian Regulatory Bureau of Human Domains, joint hall of the board, finding an empty space filled in the center with a massive oiled wooden table that extends through the 20-foot long room, leaving adequate maneuverability on either side of the table. Along the walls, which share the same design as all the rest of the halls, are doorways leading into small office spaces filled with regal desks topped with books, spilled inkwells and quills, and bookshelves filled with various books and scrolls. You walk into one of them on the right side of the room, seeing an opened and very tall window made of thick, clear crystal and decorated with metal within the shape of a very minimalist Terradosia. Ash now piled upon the windowsill and upon the small garden that hangs from the side. Looking outside, you see the red hue of the atmosphere, the smoke of the surrounding forest filling the air with the embers of Terradosia falling like rain now, all while bathing the entire space in a thick blood-like hue. The window is otherwise flanked on either side by the wood-like stone you've seen in the shape of a tree, in the shape of tree-like pillars, offering room for what appeared to be carrier birds of some sort, long flown from the coop to escape from the chaos that now wreaks havoc upon the city. You see a desk made of gnarled, oiled wood at the far end of the room, to the right, filled with parchment, sealed envelopes, and calligraphy supplies. Behind the desks are shelves filled with various loose parchment, tied together documents, books, and scrolls. The room is otherwise filled with trinkets and baubles upon various small cabinets and desks, and a fireplace off to the side in each of the rooms. If you would all, or just you, because you're the only one interested at this point, or you as well,
Yeah.
If we're all gonna be in here,
would you actually give a shit?
I'm going. If I see just paper and ink, I'm stuffing that shit in my.
It's not the right type of thing.
Well, then no, I'm not
Okay,
doing.
so I'm
shit.
gonna have both of you roll investigation.
Quick question though. When I put on the armor, I got disadvantage on strength and dex checks. I don't know if that affects the way that I'm carrying the druid.
No, you're good.
Okay.
I will be keeping watch at the doorway.
Okay, sounds good. Perception check.
17.
17.
17.
17. Okay. All right, so you do find.
Dirty 20 perception.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, we finally got a fucking handout.
Ooh.
You find these unopened letters.
Wax
Oh,
sealed
shit,
and everything.
yeah.
Right.
These are unopened.
Don't know.
That was a
Are you
dirty
opening
20
now?
perception.
I know, I heard you.
Sorry,
want
I
to.
just I
we're
interrupt too much, and I
You
want
can't,
to.
well, you
make
wouldn't
sure.
open
Sorry.
them now, right?
Why not?
Would you open that up and read it in the state that
In-game.
everything is?
No.
I
Okay.
would. Yeah.
Okay. Osiren,
I get it.
in one of the rooms you also find this
Ooh.
sticking out of the fireplace.
Oh. You keep dates in your journal, right?
The office that you found the burnt letter in, by the way, you would also think to look at, I would assume, right? Or unless you don't care.
What? The
There are
office?
names, there are placards on
Oh, yeah. Whose office is it?
Administrator Zemnos Draldium.
Burnt letter.
As you guys are sitting here, you hear something down the hall. A clunking and clinking along with various sporadic yells.
Oh no, it's the boys.
The boys.
It's the big ones.
You don't know, you don't see it, but you hear it.
We need to go now.
Are you running out into the hall?
now. No, I'm looking out first to check.
Again, are you looking out? Because you hear that it's coming in close.
Oh, okay. So then I'm just.
Closing the door.
You close the door?
Mm-hmm.
Then I need you to make a sleight of hand check to see how silently you close this door.
That is an 11.
Okay, so you try, but there's a foot jamming the door. It's a foot. No, not a live one, but one of the people that is laying on the ground. So you,
Okay, I'm just.
unable to
I'm
close.
just gonna
Baron
sit
is
there
like,
then, and I'm
what
just
are we doing?
hide.
Okay.
Hide.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we're hiding.
I guess everyone makes
Minor
stealth checks.
illusion. Oh,
With disadvantage because you're carrying Archdruid.
minor illusion. Can I create an image that a 5-foot cube must be no larger than a 5-foot cube? I just want to.
I need you to decide right now. What are you doing?
I'm making like a crate, and I'm gonna just sit down and put it over me.
A crate.
You're gonna
Okay,
solid snake
sounds
it?
good.
I'm gonna
Solid
solid
snake.
snake.
Solid
Yeah,
snake.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You see a female elf pass by the door. Two more following her. And you see her vomit, this black fluid, this ashy black, almost lahar-like fluid that begins to writhe upon her as she continues down the hall. So you guys wait for 10 minutes or so. You guys are going to try and exit the room now?
We'll
So
take a
I-
peek first.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Perception check then.
Can I help?
No, you can't.
Okay.
You can't try it. You can't. Again, it's like
I
assisting
want to
with
look
hearing.
through your eyes.
Yeah.
No, I just opened.
10. So you peek out. You see far down the hall the female elf lurch in pain, left behind by the other two that were following. You see her and squeeze her head with great force. And after a moment, even from here, you hear as her temples snap
Oh shit.
and her face relaxes. for a moment, her jaw dropping and her eyes rolling back into her head as more ashy colored lahar-esque fluid spills from her eyes, nose, and ears. The thick, flaky flesh form appears to spill from her head and down to her torso as she stumbles back towards the wall, stretching out all around her and turning itself into a strange cocoon around the elven woman. The other two still not caring, just walking down the hall. After a moment, the elf is fully encased in a quivering, fleshy mass with the texture of dried gray lava. Strange, imperfect eyes squeezing out from its form and tubes slowly extending from her now ripped open maw. Just out in the space to your right.
I don't know if it's safe, but we need to keep moving.
I want to turn to the Baron again.
All three of you make wisdom saves again. As you guys stayed longer to look.
13.
13, okay.
15.
15.
15.
No, you fail. You fail. You fail. Okay. So you feel
What the fuck?
tingling at the back of your mind. You now will have to roll a D100 and a D10 every time you try to attack. If you roll above an 85, I take control of your character for the rest of combat.
For the rest of combat?
Fuck.
Oh my god.
I want to turn on the Baron again.
So you
Turn him on?
and then you
Turn
have
two.
moments of lucidity.
Turn on the
Okay.
So you and he
I just want to.
also has to make a wisdom save. Ooh, natural 19. He
Okay, I just want to.
What are you doing?
If you remember any way to get out, you need to tell us now.
Make an intimidation check.
I'm not good at that though.
It's a -2. Oh, that was a 17 though. 15. It was almost a 3. That would have been really depressing.
Natural 2. So he
Moves my zombie behind me.
fine. I can't lead though. I can't lead. It's one of those things.
Go right behind him.
I will lead.
It is fine.
Whisper.
You also need to make a wisdom save at this point.
Okay.
Is it still trying to creep into your mind? You have advantage though because you resisted the first bout.
All right. 13.
13. So you feel something eking through your mind, but you are very not affected at this point. Okay.
I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna saunter to the door and then I'm gonna like tap Osiris and be like, "Your turn to help me now." I'm gonna walk out the door.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna turn to go to
hold
the.
on, no. We're still
I'm
on.
walking out the door and I'm turning to go to the
Tristan,
merchant's
respectfully,
rest.
we are standing in front of the door right now, so you will have to contest if you want to walk through the fucking door. You don't do. We're standing in
You
front
are?
of it.
Yes.
So
If they would like to try and stop you from walking
I'm
onto the
gonna make
road,
my zombie do it because he's stronger than me.
Wait, the zombie's not in front of the door. You're saying you're in front of the door.
I'm in front of the door. and
I'm
so
gonna
is
say
he,
you
and-
did not say that. You.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yes.
Fine.
Okay.
Are you?
So I'm contesting
You're gonna
the
try and stop him?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm in front, I don't know if I'm in front of the door. I just.
You
I'm
are
going
next to
up.
the door with Vivian.
Okay.
Both of you make athletics checks. Singularly, you with disadvantage because you're carrying the archdruid.
And because of armor.
-3 is such a bummer.
Because I'm not proficient in heavy armor, which is great. Which is great.
What'd you roll there?
5.
5.
12.
3.
So, as you try and squeeze past, Vivian stands in front of you.
Fuck you. We gotta look
You
through his
will,
room.
you will explain before you do anything right now. We are a team. You don't just walk out.
She just walked into this room.
Yes, and it was stupid. What are you doing?
I want to check out the merchant's rest trait.
Why? We are in the process of.
You didn't ask him why.
My mind is eking away from me, and you want to look for more papers? We're getting out. If you want to go, you can go. I am not following you. I'm getting out of here.
I walk out.
I let him go.
Okay, so you walk out. You would be walking towards the flesh mass, just so you're aware.
Okay, then I will sneak.
Okay, make a stealth check then. Now with disadvantage. You don't have oh wait, you have dex. Yes.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
Natural one.
Natural 1. Okay. So as you get close, you stumble, hit the bodies. You see the tentacles and the smoke-filled eyes. You see 12 of them now as it spans like a tumor across the wall. The eyes of the elf still flickering. Roll initiative for me, my friend. So, Vivian, as you see this, are you doing anything?
The tentacles are on him.
No, they are approaching him slowly.
We're going, and I'm gonna step out. I'm gonna cast Fire Whip on the tentacles specifically. I'm gonna try and sever them.
Okay. Yeah, so it has to make a dex save.
Yes, it does.
6.
Okay, so it is taking 5d8 fire damage, 19 points of fire damage.
Okay. Nasu, it is your turn.
How far away is it from me?
30 feet.
How far away is the room that I want to go to?
It's right next to it.
It's right next to him?
Mm-hmm. So it's about 20 feet away from you.
Yeah, I run up until I am in the middle of the hallway, and I have the door directly to my
Your left? Okay.
Is it left?
Yes.
Okay, directly to my left. Okay. So if the hall is 20 feet wide, that means it's
And you
what,
see the
10 feet
creature
away?
10
Yeah.
feet away from you.
Uh-huh. Put my hand on the ground. I cast darkness.
Okay. So you impeding the vision on the hallway.
Yeah, 30-foot diameter. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then I want to pivot directly left towards the door.
Sounds good. So you into the hall. All right.
Okay.
Osiren, it is your turn.
I'm looking at darkness down the hall. I'm gonna turn around.
Okay.
And yeah.
You're gonna walk away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sounds good. So you begin walking in the other direction. Okay. It is now its turn. It is going to make an investigation check with disadvantage.
Starts feeling around in the.
Basically.
Okay. So, 6. So you see the tentacles down the hall erupt from the darkness. Begin stretching about. That is its turn. Dagamara Skur. Sorry, no, this would be... No, I'm not going to count that because you forgot to roll initiative. Dagamara Skur.
Are we leaving? Yes. All right. When I start, I will survival check for an exit.
Survival check, then.
Talk shit, get hit, bud.
19.
Okay, sounds good. So that's your turn. You moving?
If the survival check's decent, whatever way the survival check points me.
No, that's just general.
And action. Oh, then I'm just at least getting out of the doorway and setting myself up to be in the front of the group if we were to walk.
So you walk in front of Osiren. The Baron follows closely behind you.
Yep.
Okay. It is now Nasu's turn. What are you looking for specifically, and what did you roll?
I am looking for, first of all, any sort of map of the place.
Okay.
And then second of all, anything useful pertaining to it was like the humanities, something that funded that book.
Okay, what did you roll for investigation check? 13. You do not find anything in relation to the organization you can't remember the name of. However, you do see the entire map of Merchant's Rest.
In the diorama.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Carved into the table.
Yeah. Okay.
If you would like to, I will allow you to make an intelligence check to see if you can memorize it as fast as you can.
Yeah, sure. Is that in my action?
Yes.
Nine.
9? Okay, it's going to take you 2 turns to memorize this.
Okay.
Including this one.
Okay.
Okay. Is now a science turn. Moving 30 feet to keep up with Dago. You guys turn a corner to the right. At this point, no longer seeing down that hall. Now bearing witness in the main hall to the chaos still raging all around you. That ends Osiris' turn. You guys turn the corner to the right. You see the rage and the chaos still filling the area. People smearing their bile against the wall. Screaming into the void. You hear crashing of wood, glass, and metal. And the battling of multiple people, now with fists. Their swords long lodged in the corpse of someone else. And now pummeling each other. Many of them connected to the masses of flesh that seem to be with their weird tentacle tube-like contraptions sucking on the backs of their heads. It is now its turn. Okay. It is now Dagomaris' turn.
I'm going
And you
to...
reared the corner already.
Great.
So you are just continuing down 40 feet.
40 feet, because that's yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. It is now Vivian's turn.
Wait,
Nope. You have the skeleton, the zombie.
Yeah.
And it runs into the darkness.
Okay. Does it get to the creature?
You don't know.
Okay, cool. I'm just commanding it to attack the creature
Okay,
that it finds.
sounds
in there.
good. Vivian.
I would like to use the Pearl of Power to regain a third level
So
spell
you
slot.
crush it in your hand. It absorbs.
Okay.
Nasu, it is your turn. You spend the turn absorbing it.
Okay.
And you feel like you could hopefully remember it long enough to write it down on paper. However, I need
With
every
my
s-
cartographer's kit, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But you cannot do that right now.
No,
'cause that
not
would
right
take-
now.
yes.
Yeah.
So you
Okay. All right. And then, what were you gonna say?
make a stealth check if you want to leave.
I don't want to do that yet.
Okay. What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing then?
I'm just waiting in the room.
You're waiting in the room.
Waiting till next turn. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
But I don't have another action.
Sounds good.
Still move, can't you?
Mm-hmm. But I'm not.
Oh, Siren. Just continuing, following Dago?
Yep,
Okay, so you
no
guys
leaving.
continue down the hall, trying to avoid glancing eyes, hiding as you progress, looking through the doorways at the masses that appear to be writhing upon the corners, those that are entrapped by it, not really doing much at this point, seemingly getting gaunter. Okay? It is now its turn. You hear nothing. Dagomaris,
Keep walking.
keep walking. It is now the zombie's turn.
Attack?
Attack. It is Vivian's turn now.
Keep walking.
Keep walking. It is now Nasu's turn.
The door to the room is still open, right? Okay. I want to use thaumaturgy, and open the door directly across from the hallway,
Okay.
and like fling it open.
You cannot see it because of your own darkness, so I will not allow it.
Is there any is there any other like doorway or threshold in this room?
2 offices you see.
Okay. And my investigation check was not a part of those offices.
No.
I'll check the one on the right.
Okay. Since you're staying in here for so long, I'm gonna have all of you roll another wisdom saving throw.
Jesus. Come on, please.
Yes.
What'd you roll?
6.
Okay.
11.
Okay.
21.
21.
11.
Okay, Baron will roll.
Come on, buddy.
Fails. So he also. You succeed.
My
You.
second failure.
Mm-hmm. So you. Every once in a while, you can't help but feel a bubbling rage in your belly. You, same. You. D100 and D10.
My man's about to start banging his head against the wall.
Just right
That
beside
sounds fun.
Rolled above a 50, your character now belongs to me. You are insane.
Okay.
So you. At least for the time being. Okay.
Wait, it happened. Wait, did you?
Yeah.
So your turn passes. Okay.
It's always the gunslingers being left behind in the Balanzar boy fucking places.
It is now a siren's turn. Are you guys all just walking forward?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I'm just gonna
Whatever, my turn,
continue.
Okay. The skeletal. You eventually lose control of it. Okay, as you maneuver through the space, bobbing and weaving through the small bouts of warfare still taking place, avoiding the elves driven to insanity, and seeing many of them attached by tubes to those sickly masses of flesh that look to have consumed quite a few. You see the dried Lahar-esque flesh creeping upon the walls, convulsing and looking at you with 3 to 9 black, smoke-filled eye sockets. Eventually, after descending down to the lower floors of this administrative area, led by Dagomaris, at the north-central portion of the space, you find a large rectangular opening flanked on both sides by really rather wide stairs with tall ceilings.
I do want to look at the Baron.
I believe that's where I came from.
Alright, well, I will keep leading us.
Okay, so
Go in.
are you going down the stairs or the lift in the center?
Stairs.
I'm going downstairs, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, you begin your descent down the stairs flanking the lift, curling widely around it into the stone of the keep, leaving a wide berth between the edge of the stairs and the lift's domain. The air in here is cold, fresh feeling compared to what you've been used to. Magically burning ornate metal torches lighting your path and giving off a golden light amidst the wooden stone of the stair. After about 45 seconds of walking down, you see a flat space extend out before the steps. The next floor, it seems. The other stairs extend after the flat area, the stairs continuing downward to the side into the 2 openings seen to your left and right as you stand upon the flat area. An opening to the lift to the left as you entered in through the right stairs. And atop the door in Elvish, does anyone here read Elvish?
I do.
Okay. It reads Royal Ballroom.
God
Where's the royal exit?
Ballrooms always have an exit sign somewhere.
So you guys going into the ballroom or are you guys continuing down?
I think we should go down. Continue down.
Yeah, agree.
Keep going.
After a few more floors, you come to an opening that leads directly into a giant open space across from the lift's entrance. Looking in, you see a massive garden space of some sort. Above the door, it reads Royal Conservatory.
Keep going.
Well,
You see tall trees growing amidst rich soil, commingling with a plethora of other greenery stretching all upon the stone walls and lit by what appears to be the sun, though it looks to be stemming from a huge garnet embedded within the stone ceiling about 140 feet up. Steps lead down into space, allowing you a bit taller perspective and the ability to see deeper into the space, seeing various species of trees in specific areas around the space, along with massive variety of other flora. However, as you look upon it, breathing in the fresh scent of such a bouquet of life, you see strange movement from within the canopy of greenery. You see branches move independently of the wind. Looking to see it with more perspective, no longer seeing flora you had just seen as you look back where you previously looked, seemingly disappearing. You begin to hear strange noises emanating from the space as well. Screeches and small wails with the brushing of leaves against each other, though it appears to be stemming from all around within the conservatory.
I'm not going in there, but I'm going. And I just keep walking down.
Okay.
Are were those familiar to Vivian? Those noises?
Gassed? Were those gas sounds?
Or familiar to
No,
us?
they sounded very different.
Okay.
Was it a sound I've heard before?
No.
Just, you know, you see something
Well, then
nice
we're
and
not
then you
gonna
see
fuck with
something
it.
that just disappears.
You recognize the sound.
Ooh.
You had heard of the tree ants of the forest and had
Oh.
heard some of their howls, but that's not the only thing you heard. You hear along with
Let's move.
okay.
Wait, I'm confused. Whatever.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
We're just trying to find an exit. We're not trying to look at. We're just trying to
Head
fucking die.
down.
Looking into many of the halls that span out from the stairs and lift, you see mostly living quarters of working staff, generals possibly, and military housing, along with the royal kitchen and dining halls. I'm assuming you don't go into any of them.
Nah. Hard pass.
You, after around 10 minutes of flying down the stairs with the archdruid on your shoulder, exit into a grand hall, lit strangely by orange hue filtering in through smoke billowing through a massive door at the end of it. You see gold and white pillars flanking each side of what used to be an opulent rug of white and gold, now spattered in blood and partially on fire. Some of the pillars crushed and melted towards the center, elven bodies laying upon the stone, heads burnt to a crisp, partially obliterated or beaten to death. You see the remnants of magnificent sculptures behind the pillars and the chains of chandeliers hanging from now destroyed painted ceilings. The chandeliers shattered upon the floor. To your side, above the lift's entrance, is an entirely melted still boiling with red embers carving within the stone, possibly one of the queen, now just molten rock. The smell of burning wood and flesh fills your lungs as smoke blows in along with the occasional ember and thick chunk of ash blown inward from the door at the end of the former entrance hall to the castle 40 feet down the hall. Okay, so you guys going?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you guys walk down,
I'm gonna keep continuing. We're just.
Can we see anything? Like is there any movement? Are there anybody fighting here? Or is it just ashes and bodies?
it seems like anyone here was killed by Titus when he walked in.
Nice.
Oh, when he walked in. Oh, he came in through the front door.
Man likes to make an entrance.
So, as you're about 20 feet down the hall, you hear stumbling from behind you. You see Nasu.
Oh, thank goodness.
Where are you all going, huh?
Oh,
Leaving
no.
me again, huh?
Pulls out his gun.
Gun.
No. I'm not being left here. Not without some company.
I'm gonna try and grab him.
You're 20 feet away.
I'm sending
Run
my
towards him.
All of you roll initiative.
ball.
So,
I have 3
Nasu
HP.
rolled a 20.
That's 9.
Wow.
He's going to look at Osiren and he's going to shoot once.
Well, Osiren has
Natural fucking 20,
No
dude.
fucking way.
Osiren's like, I'm just like laying on the ground a lot today.
I didn't say that he was using grit, and I didn't say neg 5 either, though.
God bless.
Still, that's a nat 20.
Which is 1d10.
I'm dead.
No, you're fine.
I'm fucking dead.
1d10.
No, you're not. 1d10. Plus whatever. You got it.
Okay, we'll see.
What? If you wrote that, it's fine.
18 points of damage.
Fine.
As he's going to fire again, saying that you didn't die. 17 plus...
9.
9. So 26 to hit.
Hits.
Yes.
Taking so much enjoyment in here.
7 points of damage.
I'm unconscious.
Okay, so he... All right. It is now Osiren's turn, so he must make a little bit death save. Okay. It is now Vivian's thrall.
My thrall. Must I? So I can cast spells.
You need to keep track of its HP, by the way.
It has 23. I already
Okay.
counted it up. I can cast spells through it. Do I have to do that on my turn?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna take a swipe at it with whatever weapon it has.
Okay. It has no weapon.
Cool. I'm just gonna I'm gonna try and
Try and
grapple him.
grapple him?
I'm gonna try and grapple.
Athletics check plus 0.
Okay. Contested?
Yes.
16.
6.
Ha! Second
Okay,
level
roll an
inflict
attack.
wounds.
You do not have advantage.
I know. Wait, but
Grapple
he's
does
grappled.
not give advantage.
It has to be restrained, yeah.
So, if the only way you wouldn't kill right now is if you said
That is
non-lethal,
18 to hit.
right?
Yes, that hits.
Okay.
Yes, you could non-lethal.
21 points of necrotic damage.
Damn.
Yeah, so he falling into the arms of the zombie, who
It's a romance movie.
Nasu is unconscious.
Are we still in combat?
No, you are out of combat. He was the only
Immediately,
combatant.
just like spare the whatever.
Spare the dying.
Yeah.
I can't get him up to 1 HP with my medicine kit, can I? Because I don't have.
No,
the
you'd have
ability.
to just try and stabilize him.
Okay,
Well,
but you just spared the
stabilize.
dying, so it doesn't
Spared it.
matter.
Oh fuck.
Can you spare the dying?
Yeah.
Okay, so you
We
can
just
spare
don't
the
have
dying.
any-
Sorry, I did. I just.
So
I can't
Siren is
heal.
unconscious,
Yeah.
but stable.
We just have 3 unconscious people.
3 unconscious people.
The Baron is just like, what is happening?
How strong are you?
About as much as I look.
Okay.
Yes.
I can try.
All right.
Baron, how about you try and carry?
You want me to carry an archdruid
Yes.
through a war zone?
Yes.
I
we
will carry.
protect
I
you.
will try to carry the other 2.
Athletics check
No,
for him.
I can carry one with my thrall. We
Which-
can carry it together. We can carry your siren together. If
You-
you just
you
want to
and-
carry
all right,
Nasu.
Yes, I will carry the headless.
Okay, so Baron will try and make it.
I believe in you, buddy.
Natural 18.
Pop up, Baron.
So he
We don't know his name.
The stance.
All right, I think I got it.
Okay.
And what do I have to roll?
Athletics check. Who are you carrying? Nasu?
A disadvantage. Yeah, no, so
Yeah, with disadvantage.
I'm trying to
Athletics.
sling one arm over me and the
Athletics.
other over my zombie, and we're just gonna kind of pick him up like arms over our shoulders.
Okay, with advantage on you.
Yep.
An 8.
8. You unable to pick up Nasu.
With advantage, that's a 15 minus 3, so that's a 12
12 to pick up a siren? Yeah, I'd say that's enough with 2 of you.
with 2 of us.
So you hoist him up.
Just drag him.
Okay.
So you're dragging him? Your speed is reduced to 10 feet. No. Okay.
all
So
right.
you
We're all fucking weak as fuck anyway.
Will I still be in the front with looking for the exit, or yes? All right. Just go slow. So I'm dragging in front.
okay? So
Make it out of here. I have 3 hit points.
okay. You look upon destruction as you exit the door. Incredibly narrow, cobbled stone streets, creating a maze of small streets lined with multiple storied buildings, shops, and towers, all encapsulated within the walls of the keep. Many of the buildings, though, look to be set ablaze with a deep red flame. Their stone forms melted partially and slowly dripping down the sides of their wooden, stone, and diorite walls. The elvish architecture of stone and wood perfectly woven into exquisite and tight-knit architecture reminiscent of Germanic and Gothic Romanian, now partially obliterated. You look into many of the shops to see people still inside, some eating the flesh of those they had slain, perking their heads up with milky eyes as they hear you, only to continue feasting. You see small canyons created by the swaths of destruction left by the stray arcs of lightning. You see partially cooked elves lining the streets, barely moving, their top half flash fried by the rage of humanity. Fires burning all around you and all dimly lit by the smoke-filtered fire atmosphere. You squeeze through the streets, narrowly avoiding those driven mad by chaos. All around you, echoing through. You eventually reach the extremely tall and incredibly skinny gate of the keep, only about 9 feet wide and yet about 20 feet tall, wide open. As you're walking through, you hear, as an elven guard crashes into the stone just in front of you, having fallen from the ramparts. Her body crumpled as she squirms for just a moment just before she dies. Looking up towards where she fell.
I'm gonna grab harvest off of her. I'm sorry.
Okay. So you. Yep.
Gain 2 hit points.
Looking up towards where she fell, you see no one, making you think she might have jumped of her own will. You look out now towards the sprouts of Teodosia and the remnants of the city of Tilia Mondelitas. Having to squint through the smoke screen of the space, plumes of orange and red illuminating the particles of smoke all throughout. You feel as if you're all back within Kretala, at least you do. A certain miasma fuels your mind, one that you only felt back then, but you see no escape. The chaos of Balanzar no longer contained to a single city, unleashed upon the world. You begin to walk down the steps leading to the keep, upon the naturally formed and mossy stone that creates the cliff that the keep is built upon. Looking back towards the keep, you see it fully now, made entirely of diorite, a slightly shimmering white rock that appears to have black speckles in it, much like a Dalmatian might, and accented with the burnt cream color of the wood found throughout the sprouts of Teodosia. The wall is massive, and made from the same wooden stone you all saw within the dungeon. Again, looking upon all of this. At the back of the keep, at the northwest and the east of it all, are 4 large towers, slightly bigger than the towers that span from the keep's wall in diameter and much taller, though they are not built from the keep. Rather, they appear to be built off the cliff and span all the way to the tops of those towers that do, stretching no less than 1,000 feet high, with a base diameter of around, you'd guess, 1,500 feet, and made from the diorite of the cliffs. Sparkling in the light of all the flames spreading through the forest and accented with their black spots. The towers look rough at the bottom, not of cobbled brick, but of seemingly naturally occurring spire of stone and then progressively shifting to the same beautiful architecture of the High Elves near the top. The same diorite material, though within the smooth stone are carvings in Elvish, words you can't make out from this distance, as well as flora that wraps all around it. For this particular tower, to which there is 4, 2 on each diagonal side of the main keep, there are deep ridges like swirls to the top and very subtle white and golden flames burning upon the ridges, actual flames. The tower is connected to the center of the keep's walls by a long and beautifully arched bridge made from wood and stone. The bridges traverse out from the keep and end at a large archway, the detail of which you can't make out as well, but the tower then travels 100 feet past this archway to the top and ends its ridged spiral top with a voluptuous tree that explodes from the top, made to look as if it doesn't belong there, the stone cracking near its base and the roots consuming the upper half of the tower. You would assume these are mages' towers for the ring of the elven hand. All across the walls, you see the roots, mosses, and vines that you saw, along with the other flora, now melting, burning in a deep red flame and charred with the remnants of red ember. Behind the keep is the great tree of Teodosia, its trunk no less than 30 miles tall and its branches 15 miles long at the least, most of it now consumed in bright red flame. The leaves, the size of cities, burning brightly and falling steadily in the distance, covering the forest below in the embers of chaos. You can somewhat see the marks the lightning burst made from Titus, like scars upon its body, where the flames appear to burn the brightest. Looking upon the tree brings you sorrow, but also brings about unreasonable bouts of rage and a churning feeling within your stomach, a bout of energy rushing through you like a radioactive leak. Walking down further, you begin to step into what was once the capital of the realms, now basically a ravine of chaos. Most of the trees and flora that populated the area have been reduced to ash, and those that remain have been set ablaze. You see deep gouges where the primary burst traveled, the stone molten, and the surrounding dirt glows a deep and bright red. The homes caught in its path also reduced to a molten sludge, though you can see the stone wiggle as if worms had infested the stone. And at some points you even see it bubbling as if water was what created it, just like you did in the town that Kelsta died with. The colors of the area also begin to shift, and strange plants have begun to grow amidst the chaos. What little flora you see, once green, you look away only to look back and it's a blue color. And new plants appear to be growing rapidly amidst the area. Plants you had never seen before and seem to grow richly within this area of chaos. Are you looking at any of these, or are you just continuing past?
As much as I would like to do
You're
a lot of
continuing
things,
past.
we're
Okay.
surviving right now.
You all begin to feel lightheaded, your mouth filling with frothy saliva and your vision tunneling greatly amidst a great deep migraine that would topple a grown elephant. You feel insanity attempting to grip your mind as it did Nasu's. You feel chaos invading your body and hijacking your thoughts as you look upon the remnants of Tilia Mondelitas. Both of you roll wisdom saving throws.
Here we go. Let's fucking go. 15.
You fail.
No, I fail.
Okay, you fail. Both of you have 3. If we get into combat, or you start to try and do anything, you have to roll a d100 and a d10. If you roll above a 75, you are under my control.
Okay.
You begin to run through the ruins as fast as you can. The Baron also needs to make a wisdom save. Fails as well. As you all run through, seeing nearly no one living. Only those who have been reduced to rambling sacks of flesh on the periphery. Their screams and ravings heard throughout the space along with the crackling of flames carried upon the rustling of hot winds. You see the towers of the elves now toppled, the trees burnt to crisps. You run upon the cracked and molten streets of the city, hearing more buildings crumble in the distance, pockets of it still standing amidst the ruins and flames that envelop the rest. You see the tight-knit communities and districts completely annihilated. The sloped gable roofs nothing more than kindling for Balanzar. The hot air whipping into your face as you run and smell the violence permeating in the air. However, Vivian, you feel no pity. You look upon the city, seeing the resemblance to that of Erelundi architecture, and for the first time in your life, you feel justice, retribution. Your blood boils as rage fills your heart, but you know at least most of it is not due to the power of Balanzar, but of your own faculties as you look upon the ruins of the High Elves. Eventually, after miles of running through the city's ruins, you reach the edge of the forest, much of it set ablaze as well. You come to the edge. Burning flames of red. You swear you see faces within. You have 2 choices. You can either try and burst through the flames or try and find a less dangerous path into the forest. You will spend much more time in the city if you do the second, but you risk damage otherwise.
Can you heal me at all? Can you heal me at all?
I can try and throw them through the flames.
I'm going to tell you right now, with an intelligence that you have, there's absolutely no way that's ending well.
The whole path is filled with flame, yeah?
It's not like a thin wall.
Oh,
You're
it's
looking
like
at
fucking
running through a
thick.
decent portion of flame.
Fuck it, no. We're staying in. No. I fucking 9 HP.
Okay.
I have 5.
You look like you could avoid it. It's not guaranteed damage, it's just a chance of it.
Dude,
We need to. If we stay and we turn like Nasu, then all of this, we all die.
The Baron. I feel it in my mind.
yes, then, yes.
What are we doing?
We're going
We're going through the fire.
We're going
through the fire.
through the flames.
Otherwise, we stay here longer.
And we go in crazy. We go
I
crazy.
don't have much left.
My mind hangs by a thread.
We go.
We go.
And he grips the Archdruid tightly. However, with all this decision, both of you need to roll D100s and a D10 for me.
With all this decision, you'll roll better than me anyway. 11.
11? That's good.
Well, yeah, but I kind of want you to roll because I've been rolling really shitty. And like.
What'd you roll there, Dina?
95.
95. So Dina, Vivian, breaks as she begins to run through.
The fire?
Yes.
Okay.
You're already running
I was
through.
gonna buy me more from a siren.
I'm going to roll whether or not she decides to throw herself into the flames.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Purposefully.
Okay. Yeah, but how close am I?
You're not able to.
Did I drop a siren?
If you jump into the flames, you will.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Below a 15, you jump into the fire.
Below a 15?
Yeah. She's fucking crazy.
I'll say I did that incorrectly in my head. Say below a 5.
Okay.
Oh god, I was like,
I was like, well, the chances
like,
of her
I'm
being
dead.
insane and jumping in the fire are probably as high, so I don't know.
Okay.
15.
Oh.
So you able to hold on for just a moment. I need all of you, well, I'm going to make this dex saving throw for every single person. You need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
With disadvantage.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
it.
so sorry.
You can just fly out.
I'm rolling with the same dice both times.
What?
I keep rolling double dice in this
Made you a
dice.
bird
other
and
fucking
just set
dice
you
sucks,
free.
so.
You can turn yourself in.
Okay.
What is that?
Just me though. Not
Okay.
anyone.
And a 10.
But then I have the fat
Okay.
face of a bird.
So 7.
Birds want to get out of fire.
What? 7?
Do I roll?
I roll.
Oh, plus 3 to dexterity.
With disadvantage. 4 and a 7.
Yikes.
Why would it?
Because you're carrying somebody?
I'm wearing armor and carrying someone.
So.
Or dragging someone. It's fine. But the man's resistant.
How much?
to fire,
how much?
Right?
How much HP do you
I
have?
have 5.
Yeah, so just I can drag you
Look at
through
this.
and it's like fucking
I don't want to.
nothing.
It's gonna hurt my feelings, isn't it? No!
The dance.
4 points of fire damage to both of you.
To both of us?
Yes.
Oh, my
1d10.
God.
You both now have 2 death saves failed.
I'm sorry.
Are we through the fire?
That means I'm not stable anymore.
You're getting there.
Oh, we're getting there.
That means
Because
you are not stable anymore.
I would like to hear that.
You also take the damage, and you are now making death saves.
Oh, but I haven't failed any yet.
You have. You failed too, because
That
you
was
took
your
damage.
first fail.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause we were
But
both
you're
un-
not
we were
taking
both
dragon.
unconscious,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, okay.
But I was stable.
Yes.
So that doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Well, no, actually, since you were both stable, you're right. You are now becoming unconscious.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool.
I need you all, as you are consumed by the flames of Balnzar, to make another wisdom saving throw.
Are you joking?
Dude. Oh my god.
Me, I raise. I roll it.
You're gonna roll it for us?
For me.
For
you. Yeah.
Because he's controlling you.
3.
Oh yeah.
Fucking wisdom save.
Vivian's mind is melting.
18.
You succeed.
Let's go! Oh yeah.
Okay. So as you burst through the flames, you breach into a part of the forest that appears to be free from flame. The smoke still clouding your vision, and the heat of the flames rapidly approach, still licking your neck. However, you throw Osiren and Nasu on the ground, and the Baron throws the Archdruid on the ground, and then Vivian runs out, throwing Osiren on the ground, and immediately and is going to attempt to attack you
Okay.
with. I need to see your character sheet now.
Guys, I still have both of my 4th level spell slots.
Oh.
I was saving them in case I needed to polymorph a big boy.
Well,
She's gonna
Take the
use
shit
Fire
out.
Whip.
Oh no, I said deck save.
Fire Whip at
Right.
the 3rd level.
okay, so that's
She,
disadvantage.
as the Fire Whip,
Cool though.
whips out, flicking it into the flames as it begins to infect with red. Okay, make a deck save.
At disadvantage. Let's go.
No,
Yeah, 'cause of
Avery,
my
what the
armor.
fuck is all this?
Okay.
18.
Ah!
That saves.
That's good shit! Kick the
Does
shit
he
out of me.
take-
Kick the shit out of me. Put me
Does
to
he
bed.
take half damage?
No.
Wow, you actually fucking don't.
Yep.
Wow, so you right under your foot as you leap up. It is now your turn.
Don't hurt me too bad, but definitely kick the shit out of me.
Firebolt.
Firebolt. Okay, make an attack roll.
Non-lethal.
Sounds good.
He said non-lethal.
I heard
Said it.
He said it.
Ooh. 16 to hit.
That hits.
That is my armor class right now.
No, it is not.
I mage armored.
Oh, you mage armor, yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
I still hit though.
You still hit.
Okay.
I don't know why you rolled a 2. I got 5 HP.
3 points of damage.
You should have
And then
1 HP.
who?
Oh, because I
you
got
took
hurt.
the 5 fire
You
damage.
yeah, you took.
Oh
you
yeah, I
took
had 1
4.
HP. No, you're right.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, because I was like,
I hit my hands and I forgot
I
to
like do
log
this,
it
and
in
it's
the
like, it's
sheet.
like,
Okay, yeah. So you
No, right now, girl.
Don't say that.
I don't say that. I don't say
Say
that.
that.
I don't say that. I just, because I know what she's going through, so it's just like,
fine.
Stop trying to create riffs.
I'm not trying. There's already a rift there. So you
But it's healing.
falls to the ground.
and then I look at the Baron.
2 man standing.
Yes? What?
You're okay?
I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna sit down, and I'm just gonna
Stabilize everyone.
stabilize everyone.
Again, the flames are.
That's fine. I'm gonna stabilize everyone.
So you
and then
stabilize everyone?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you make an athletics check for me as you try and drag them all in a distance where the flames would not reach, but you're gonna keep having to drag them. All of them.
Okay, so 18 and that was with disadvantage.
Slaps, Dagmar.
I rolled a natural 20 and a 16, and I'm like, yes, let's go.
The Baron helps you with this. And pulling them away. And that's where we're gonna end.
Wow.
Just
Literally, that was just a sweaty session.
everyone's just laying there, just like.
Wow. I cannot believe